Got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome episode 9 of the pod, week 9. We are back. We got a lot to talk about. Last week, we went to the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories. Some funny, some morbid as all fuck. that was all on me. I apologize. with the Jordan
Yours
dad.
was just facts, though. It wasn't even
I don't even know if it's
real.
Conspiracy, man. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of went too real with it. And then
You
Quincy went to
went to
Titanic,
dark.
and it was like, damn. I don't know. Nothing topped Geo's lizard people, though, because I just loved that. I was like, oh, yeah, lizard people. And then that was it.
Yeah,
No,
that was
yeah,
like,
no explanation. Just there are the lizard people. Yeah.
It just went as far as it went. I was like, you know what? I respect it, bro. Because I knew you were going to bring the gold, and like always, Geo delivered. So I respected it. But let's start with this episode. What do you guys want to start with? There's a lot. We got Power Rangers. I know we got urban legends we want to talk about. King the Conqueror's doing some conquering out there. So.
Let's hit up Power Rangers. What do we want to say about Power Rangers?
I mean,
Go Power Rangers.
Honestly, I thought this was just like a documentary at first when it first.
Oh no, this is a 30-year.
Yeah.
You can't really say reunion because none of the originals of the two of them came back, but it's like a 30-year episode.
interesting.
And what's interesting is before
celebration.
A celebration of the 30-year anniversary. Before I even saw like what the footage was, I saw this say, "Oh, it's going to be dedicated to the actress who played Trini and to Jason David Frank." Obviously, when they recorded, Jason David Frank hadn't passed yet. Yeah. But the first thing it shows is that Rita comes back and just blasts Trini off of a cliff from the list. Like, for those that don't know, this girl died in I believe she got hit by a car.
Yeah, it was a car accident
on 9/11, ironically enough.
I
believe
it correct.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know the date.
Yeah. This was on 9/11. That's why it was overshadowed. Just a bit.
Yeah.
The Grim Reaper's like, you're not missing out on this. It's happening today.
No, all this and you
today.
too. Yeah.
But plot-wise, they've got a girl coming in to play Trini's daughter that's probably going to get passed the torch to be the Yellow Ranger, which is cool, but I'm just like, why? Like, I would have probably had her die off camera. I don't know if I would have been like, there's Rita, blast her, boom, dead. Like,
yeah, that's aggressive.
Because what I said was, had the Green Ranger already been dead at the time of filming, they've done with him. I don't want to know.
But how are they going to explain that? Because she already left and was replaced. So somehow they're going to say they all got back together at some point, and then.
Well, that's what this looks like. I mean,
but it's
what
not
happened to the
all.
other girl?
Zach got replaced too, and he's the one that came back. It's
Yeah,
Billy
true.
and Zach. They're the original two.
Oh, that's it. It's only those two.
What about others
from the first generation?
Okay.
You got the second generation team of Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. I might be saying that wrong. I want to say your name was Aisha.
Yeah, but I don't think. But
Sounds about
they're
right.
not really doing shit besides Rocky, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think they're the Power Rangers. It just shows them like they're talking to them.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Like,
maybe
what's
they
his
are
face?
the Rangers, and that's the explanation. I don't know.
Oh, I get you.
And
They
then, what
always
was it?
were the Rangers.
It's all
It's
over
the-
the place.
It's the Pink Ranger, right? That also was like,
The British one.
Yeah.
Cat.
yeah, the one that tweet where she was like, it wasn't because of the money, it's because I just didn't want to put the spandex on.
Oh no, that's actually Kimberly.
No, that
That's the
was
original
Kimberly.
one.
That's
okay.
that's
Kimberly
the chick
says,
from Burn
yeah,
Notice or
maybe
whatever
she
show
didn't
that
wanna
was.
wear spandex pushing 50 years old.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's been denying Power Rangers since day one, so screw her.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is
was
that-
that really her?
Yeah.
On Burn
Yeah.
Notice?
Not Burn Notice. It was some
no,
show.
no, no.
It was, I think it was
But she-
Flashpoint, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I think it's one of those ones. Yeah.
It's
I was like,
Flashpoint.
there's no way.
I don't know why I know that.
Uh,
I mean, Zach had his own space show for a while there. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like almost like an Andromeda type show.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember
I don't
flipping
know.
through stations and being like, that's the Black Ranger. What are you doing?
And he's doing his dance.
he's in
Okay, so
space.
which one was the one that was doing fraud? Because I haven't caught up in any of their lives like at all. I know you sent that
So,
link, and I kind
The
of
one
like
that
this
was
He's gonna crush
My
Jason.
favorite. Yeah.
The original Red Ranger wanted to come back to this, but is not allowed in the state of New Zealand where they were filming because
We can't
he-
leave.
of-
He can't leave the states.
because of credit fraud.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I don't know.
Mhm.
And then, like you said, like, did they say why the Green Ranger wouldn't come back before obviously all that
No,
shit happened?
well,
They were
so
just
my
like,
guess is he was filming a funded movie called Legend of the White Dragon, which is not a Saban Power Ranger film. It was basically like he was given permission to create this alternate reality adult Power Rangers, which I funded. It looks fucking cool at the time. It's with him
pornographic.
and Bat in the Sun that does like superhero beatdown. If you haven't watched these,
oh,
videos.
okay, no.
Okay, so they're the ones behind this movie coming out, and my guess is that the Green Ranger was just like, "Hey, you gave me permission to do this. This
He
is
had his
what I'm
own thing
gonna
going
focus
on."
Yeah, I mean, and that's sad because that looked cool.
That
obviously.
goddamn hotel room, man.
Yep.
Why did they go on vacation? Should have just left the marriage dead.
It's all interesting. Yeah, we can get into that too. But that's just
Jesus, you know more about this than I do.
Oh, yeah, that story
we
was
went
pretty.
down the rabbit hole of that one too.
Yeah, that story when it dropped, it was pretty crazy because obviously I don't want to say what actually happened because I don't want to get demonetized. But him and his ex-wife. Were they divorced already, or were
They were
still?
split. They were on.
I think they were
trial.
separated.
Yeah,
They
but
were
the
separated.
divorce was like ugly. Like it was getting pretty like nasty. And they went on this vacation to kind of like fix the relationship. They got into a huge fight at the resort or whatever hotel they were at. He locked himself in his room, and
and unalived himself.
essentially,
I think you have to say that now because otherwise,
is that the proper term? Because
Yeah, I've heard people say unalived.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was.
Neither. I
then-
like it.
yeah.
Let's get that on a t-shirt.
He demorphed.
Yeah.
Demorphed.
yeah, he definitely
This is for you.
Bro.
He removed himself from the power grid.
That sounds like something that happened in the Super Mario Brothers
Oh.
movie, the first one.
No.
Demorphing.
Demorphic
Yeah.
or
And they turn you back into like a monkey or whatever.
Wait, whoa.
You never
forgot
saw the
about-
original Super Mario
They
Brothers
turned them
movie?
into lizard
Oh,
people. I
it's
don't
so
think they
good.
turned them into
Oh.
monkeys, did they?
I
That-
don't know,
the truth is,
whatever.
I've never seen it. 'cause
Yeah.
I can never
You
find
were
it anywhere.
so lucky.
I own it, so we can have that.
We
as
have
a
to,
watch.
yeah, because I
Put
can
it on
never
the
find it
list.
anywhere.
God.
We're actually
It's
gonna have
on
to
the
sit
list.
down
Doesn't
and watch it.
Bob Hoskins tops Chris
Yep.
Pratt.
Well, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, yeah.
Absolutely.
All
It's a
day,
solid
every day.
actor.
For Shmi.
However,
Also good, yeah.
however, Charlie Day completely stomps out Leguizamo. I haven't even seen the
Leguizamo,
movie,
I mean-
and it's just
Yeah. I mean, I
It's
do
pretty
like me
easy
some
to
Charlie
do.
Day.
overdo
Me
Leguizamo
too.
in just about anything. So.
Well, shit,
Wait,
Clayface, what
you
did you
like
send me the other day? What's-
Leguizamo?
Ooh.
Is that what you said? You like Leguizamo?
No, I said it's pretty easy.
I
to
did.
top Leguizamo.
Oh.
Craven, I think you sent to me. Wasn't he going to be in Spider-Man? Was he going to originally be Vulture before like Keaton?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
John
he did-
Leguizamo?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
offered him
Yeah.
the role.
And he,
before
he
they
said
landed
no,
Please.
and he went and did something else.
Yeah.
Was it another?
Because he was
Ice Age movie?
amazing as
I
clown.
forget what it was. He was
Oh, it's
honestly really
Spawn?
good as yeah.
He
As
was the best part of that
I
movie.
Violator.
hated him.
He was the best part of
Really?
Spawn, though,
Awful, yeah.
unfortunately.
Well,
See,
Spawn was an awful movie in general.
True.
I love the character, but that was awful.
I like the cartoon. The cartoon was the shit.
The cartoon
That
was
was-
yeah,
fucking
that was excellent.
amazing.
Yeah.
Super dark.
That
With
one.
Goliath voicing Spawn. Hell yeah.
It was so
Shout
good.
out to Keith David.
Yeah, so I guess like he was in negotiations and Kevin Feige offered him the role and then like he agreed to it. His manager was like, fine, we'll do it. Then they never heard back, like the papers never came through.
Thank
And
God.
then he was just
Yeah.
online. It's like Michael Keaton casted in Spider-Man for Vulture. And he was just like, well, fuck me. He's like, I guess I'm not gonna be in Spider-Man. Then there goes my Marvel paycheck.
Yeah.
But say, well, I don't know. Keaton,
Oh, no.
Leguizamo.
I mean,
Take
I
Keaton
knew
on-
in
I don't
the-
blame Marvel for
in
doing
the
it.
Sam Raimi one, it was going to be Malkovich. Was going to be old
Mhm.
man Vulture.
That would've been
and I'm
good.
all- Yeah, that was.
That would've been
I was
good.
for that.
I am the vulture.
I am the Vulture.
Okay, I am. My name is John Malkovich. That's not how I
am
talk.
Coming for you,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's exactly how I talk.
No, but the Power Rangers thing, I'll check it out. I'll
No, I'm going to definitely see
I'll
it.
tune in. Like I don't know. I mean, I probably have nothing else better to do that day. so-
Well, I'm pretty sure it
Like-
drops the day before 420, so they know what they're doing. Like,
Even
they
better.
flat out,
Nah,
like,
that's
like,
true.
Just chill, watch this episode. Like,
the discourse around it already, which I'm watching like online just to see what people talk about. It's already kind of getting annoying because they're bringing up the same thing you brought up. And I'm like, oh, it's only a money grab. I'm like, everything's a money grab, man.
Everything
I'm like,
is,
at this
but-
point, everything they bring back is to milk it at this point. It's like, you shouldn't be shocked. They do it for Power Rangers. At this point, what else are they going to do with that property? When they tried to do the remake a few years ago, I mean, it didn't
And
go
I
anywhere.
enjoyed that movie. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like I went to the
I never
theaters
saw
to see
it.
that one too.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Power
enjoyed
Rangers,
it.
what, the movie?
Yeah.
yeah, the
Oh, it was,
latest
yeah, it
one.
was great. I had that in the VHS, that bad
Oh
boy.
well, yes,
Oh, you're
yes,
talking
that,
about
but
that
I'm
one
talking
is a
about
classic.
The reboot a few years back.
The Bryan
Oh
Cranston
yeah, no,
one.
that one was awful.
I
No, I'm
liked
just
it.
kidding. I'm just
Bryan
kidding.
Cranston, Zordon.
With
No,
Miri
it's all
in
about
it,
the
or Rita.
ooze. That ooze.
Oh,
No, yeah,
the Pink
with,
Ranger was Jasmine from the live action.
oh, from the
Aladdin.
remake, the Aladdin
Yeah.
remake.
Yeah.
I
I'm
never
for
saw
it.
that
I was
either.
all for it.
I mean, she wasn't the
Yeah,
worst
that's
part of that
true.
movie.
No.
Of what,
That is
Power
also-
Rangers
Well, I
or
mean, the
Aladdin?
worst part was there was legit no fighting in it until the end, and then it was just Battle of the Robots. And
The
so,
worst part was Elizabeth Banks. I mean,
I mean,
Agreed.
Also true.
Agreed.
So I just said Miri as Rita.
Yeah.
You know,
And she made Cocaine Bear. It's always a fun little
She's
Like
thing.
got
the best
one
thing
on her
she's
belt
done.
Yeah, it might be. Honestly, it is.
But-
If you think
but
about it, from
she's
all the
come
things she's
up.
done.
And that's it.
Probably
Ah,
the
I
best
love
thing
Drew
she's done.
Miri. Zach and Miri, yeah.
that is true. That's absolutely true. Should we get into the King thing just to get out of the way since we're on the
Sure.
subject on movies? I mean,
man
what is
at
there
the
to
top
on?
of his career?
Well, here's the thing. Who are
it
they
was
gonna-
Rama Tut. It wasn't him, guys. You guys are just like freaking out, man.
Mhm.
But better
I
question
knew
is,
it.
who are they going to recast as
They're
King the
not.
Conqueror? They're just going to roll with him?
This dude
No,
is
the best
signed
one-
to a multi-year, multi-film contract
'Cause
where he's
they would
playing
have
the
to buy
villain
him
in
out,
every
right?
movie
Yeah,
going
yeah.
forward.
Mhm.
best-
Yeah, everything.
the
There's a
best
whole plan
stuff-
already.
They're gonna
Um,
give him the Cheadle. What's the other dude's
the
name?
best
Howard
name
treatment.
for it
Yeah,
already.
Terrence
Yeah.
Howard, Don Cheadle
Terrence
They
treatment.
said
Howard,
they
yeah.
gotta call Terrence Howard in, and this
That's
is
his
Give him a
redemption arc. He
retribution.
comes back as king.
Yeah. Yeah,
Except they're
He's
gonna
just
fuck him
another
over and
version.
they're gonna fuck him over and make him constantly Blueface.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
where
think
the
he's getting recast. I don't think this is going to get much further than right now, to be honest.
Dude, his lawyer dropped like the text right between him and his girl. It doesn't do any
Oh, it
like
was great.
favors for him.
Yeah.
Man. Like it's so
No.
bad, dude.
What
So
are the
I didn't
highlights
see
from
it
that?
yet. What is the text?
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
these highlights?
It's
he got way too into Creed. I don't know, man. Like he just
it just sounds she's like apologizing the whole time for her injuries
Uh-huh.
and basically being like, I'm so sorry. I
Wait,
told him not to
what?
press chart. Oh yeah, dude, it's not they dropped
no,
that.
she
Yeah.
straight up says like it was her fault. She doesn't say he didn't do it.
like,
He just says that it was her fault.
Ah,
And
crap.
it's like that
does
does
the
not make it any
lawyer
better.
does the lawyer not know how to crop screenshots?
That's the one
Yeah,
he
like-
did crop that one, but that's the one.
Well,
he
there was
dropped.
no need to leak that as the lawyer. Like, thinking that makes him look good. That's not a good thing. Like,
Like she
No.
sends like three paragraphs almost being like, I'm so sorry I did this. I told them not to press charges. They
Jesus
keep
Christ.
calling me. I love you.
To leave it at that.
It's my fault for grabbing your phone. Like shit like that. I'm just like, dude, this
Jesus.
is
Jesus.
not helping. She sounds like a victim that's like blaming herself at this point. Like,
Yeah.
if you think that this is like gonna give him props because she apologized to him, that's not how that's gonna work, man. Especially if you're dropping that like on social media, they're just gonna get
Yeah,
the
no.
pitchforks ready even more because like now she seems
100%.
even more like a victim. And she probably, the way
Yeah.
she makes it seem, because even in the text, she's like, I just got out of the hospital. I just want to let you know that I love you and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, dude, your lawyer sucks, bro. Like, I know
Yeah,
you got
that
the
was
Dennis R. Rodman
stupid.
role. You probably got too deep in the whole method acting thing, but dude, come on, man. But then
He's
there's
killing it, dude. He's killing it.
but it makes me
More than
laugh,
one way,
though.
but
Well, yeah, there's two other directors that came out that worked with him previously who are now saying that he's always been a scumbag.
yeah, that's
But
all.
my-
Of course. Yeah.
But I'm like, why would you wait to say
But
that?
where, that's what I'm
Because-
saying. Where were
yeah.
all of you
That's why I have an
before
issue
he
with that.
suddenly hit
Yeah.
stardom, before he hit like.
If you
top
knew
of
this
his
guy's a
career?
douchebag and
Yeah.
you know he's
You
coming out with
literally
all these
waited
massive
until he was at
movies,
the height.
yeah,
Mhm.
you kicked him when he was at the lowest,
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
pretty much. That,
Oh, yeah.
that news drops and you're like, oh yeah, this guy we've known for all this time that he's a piece of shit. Well, if you knew for all this time, as soon as you got casted for all these major roles, where were you to be like, really, this piece of shit got the role? That's bullshit. There's other more deserving actors that deserve it more than he does. Yada yada yada. But why
Yeah.
would you wait until this fucking specific news drops to be like, yeah, we knew from the longest time that this guy was just a piece of shit. It's like that's
Because I
what I'm
want
like, don't try
my
to
2 minutes of fame.
yeah, I want the interaction on social media.
Yeah.
People would be like, "Oh, he knew." It's like, well, yeah, he knew. Then he should have spoken up from day one, man. Like
Yeah.
that's the type of shit where I'm like, that's dumb. Don't try to like jump on the bandwagon and be like, I want to get my props for this too because I've always said it. No, you
Yeah.
really haven't said it. You just waited till this circumstance happened. But I will say these texts though, it's getting ugly. And they say they
that
have
was
like
not
video
painted in a good
evidence.
light at all.
No, they say they have video evidence. He better pray to God that video evidence is like clear as day, where he doesn't even put a fucking hand on her.
Yeah.
Where he's just like doing his own thing, trying to protect himself or pushing or whatever the case may be. Because those texts make it seem like he did what he did and she's apologizing for him getting into trouble. More so than like it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So who are they
Yeah.
recasting?
So
And you know
yeah,
what's-
I mean,
you
you
know
know,
what's-
an interesting thing. If they hadn't shown the stupid ending to Ant-Man, which is like, spoiler alert, is literally him looking out into a crowd of himself, and it's all him. Like, you could have very easily just been like, "Oh, there's so many variants, and some don't look like that." Would
Yeah,
be the
that'll
easiest. But you
Probably be
just
the first
literally
thing that they
showed
do.
an
Yeah.
entire stadium.
Well,
of him.
but I mean, that already doesn't help the fact that they already said his version is going to be the main villain in Loki 2 or
yeah,
season
well,
2.
yeah, they did that
Oh.
too.
So it's like, so yeah, you already said that he's coming back in that, and you already showed hundreds of fucking variants of him. So yeah, you can't just be like,
Yeah, we're talking about
Terrence
like,
Howard.
Terrence. I mean, yeah, you're talking about like 5 years
Well,
worth
it's
of planning that they probably did.
It
It's
makes
a
sense
variant.
because then that makes sense because the variant of Tony Stark is supposed to be pissed off. So now Terrence gets his revenge against Tony Stark.
Well, then my answer is the
Full
same as,
circle.
as any time you ask me what prominent black male should play the part. Denzel Washington. Every
Absolutely.
I'll take
I
it.
thought the same thing as well.
They're
Every
remaking. They're
time.
gonna just do it. Remaking Jaws. He's the shark now. Sorry,
Yeah.
Affleck, you lost it. But
Oh, with the
I like
like
it.
Idris Elba.
yeah,
see
Denzel
that.
still should play a variant of Black Panther. I don't
Oh, I
care.
agree.
Mm.
100%.
Just want him as everything. They should have got him.
He
as
could
one
be.
scene.
He could be the
Yeah,
original.
Well, yeah,
Put him
he
there.
could
Make
be
him
the
the
original
Flash,
if
too.
the father
That's
lived.
it.
Do it. Fuck it, man. He's the whole Justice League. I don't care.
No, yeah, I don't
Remake
know what they're
all
gonna
of
do,
them.
man. That's a hell of a thing for them to work with. He even has a movie coming out this year that's supposed to put him in Oscar contention, which is like
Also
we'll
about
see.
abuse. No.
Look,
Maybe. Fuck. Maybe. I don't know. If it is, then he's typecasted
Look,
for sure. I
man,
guess. But
all we know is that Dennis Rodman Vegas movie is gonna be spectacular.
oh, it's gonna be
'Cause
great.
He
yeah.
sounds ready for it, man. He's gonna go to jail probably.
Now, we
the
keep
topic.
mentioning that he's playing Dennis Rodman. Is this going to be like a legit film, or is this like a made-for-TV movie?
No, it's a
I think
legit
I
film.
think it's like a. Yeah,
There was enough
yeah.
people that want to see a Dennis Rodman auto.
Apparently.
Well, here it is. It's,
yeah.
it's not even like a
Well,
full biopic. It's about
yeah.
his 48 hours in Vegas.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah. So when he was
Well,
playing
that's
for
a
the
bummer.
Chicago
That means I don't
Bulls.
get to see him join the NWO and have Hulk
Well,
Hogan
maybe
there.
you might because it was,
No,
in
you
the- it was
might.
in that
Maybe.
same- it was around that same
That's
time.
the time
'cause
frame.
It was during the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls couldn't find him. He just disappeared.
He just
Because he
can't
was
win.
yeah.
backstage with the NWO.
Well, no, that was the thing. So he was in
Yeah.
Vegas,
Yeah.
I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday night he was on WCW,
Oh, shit.
and that's when Phil was like, "Michael, go get his ass, bring him back here because we need him for Game 3 on Tuesday." So there goes Michael, goes to WCW. Motherfucker went back to Vegas. So there goes Michael all the way to Vegas to get it ass and be like, "Look, I just need you for 2 more games. That's all I fucking need you for. 2 more, and we got this shit." And that's how it ended up happening.
You
So
just
they're
sold me on this movie. Just that.
Yeah.
Well,
But here, hold on.
according
Hold
to
on
Hulk
now.
Hogan, he was the one that convinced him to go back.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
here,
I
brother.
think I think they should pull a real
Brother.
fast one and have this be the movie that Hemsworth is playing Hogan in. Not tell anybody.
Ooh, that'd be
And then
nice.
just
Well, is that
blow it
movie
out
even
the
happening anymore?
water.
No.
Probably not. Probably not.
There you go. Let him play that role and then just end it. Then Hulk can
Right.
stop bitching about making this dumb biopic movie that nobody actually fucking wants to watch.
No.
Is he gonna
not
shave
even
his
remotely.
head? Just the top of his head for this role?
I mean, I'm sure you would.
I mean, it's not
Or
like he's
is he
gonna remember it, right?
bald cap.
Oh shit.
That hurts.
He's like,
I will remember this in a few months. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys ready
Nothing.
for the main topic?
Or do you want me to quickly do Clayface just so we can get all the movie show?
Oh yeah, do Clayface. I
Let's
forgot
just
about
throw it all
Clayface.
in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, just because
it.
we're doing
Hit
it,
'em
we'll
all.
leave. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the urban one will be like a
No, yeah, I
good
forgot
chunk
about
of this
that,
pod. Clayface, man. It looks like he's finally going to get his live action debut. It looks like Matt Reeves wants him to be in the Batman 2. I will say this. I checked in on this. If he is in the Batman 2, don't expect Clayface from like the way we envision him.
Okay.
There is a version of Clayface back in like the golden era of Batman where he's kind of like Phantom of the Opera type. Where
Just a
he's
little deformed.
deformed. He
Yeah.
wears like kind of like mafia
That
type
explains
clothing.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because I was
that-
gonna say this is literally gonna take a very grounded universe and jump straight into
well, you're gonna have a CGI.
yeah,
Clayface
yeah,
and
like-
Matt
That's
Reeves gonna be
pretty
jumping
big-
around finding
A
it.
pretty big jump, huh?
That's
Yeah.
a jump from Zodiac Riddler to like now here's CGI. Clayface.
Right.
So you're like, whoa, what the
Yeah.
fuck just happened? No, it looks like it's gonna be like a more mafia type Phantom of the Opera Clayface that we've seen in comics like way back in the day when Batman was still in like all blue almost. So
Okay.
like that's the Clayface we would see in that. But
I
Mike
see it.
Flanagan,
I see it. I'm
Oh, you
looking
saw-
it up
yeah.
right now.
which
Yeah.
I'm fine with. I could see that, especially with the Mafia being a big thing in Gotham still. The Penguin series is supposed to introduce Clayface, not like in his final form, but at least the
Mhm.
storyline's going to set up in the Penguin series. But Mike Flanagan, who directed Doctor Sleep, I always forget the fucking name of the show he did on Netflix. which
The
I was-
Haunting.
The Haunting of what, Hill House, or was it just?
Yeah, it was. I think it was.
He did
yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. The
Haunting
Haunting
of
of
Hill House, and then Blind
Bill.
Manor,
Yeah, Blind Manor,
Yeah,
and
Blind
then
Manor.
Midnight Mass.
Oculus.
Oculus,
Yeah,
that
he's
was the
in
one
a
I was
lot of
thinking
stuff.
of.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, I
Really
like Doctor
good.
Sleep. A lot of people didn't. I dug it for what it was. I mean, if you're gonna make a Shining type sequel, I'm like, I was fine with it. I could have done without the fucking fake Jack Nicholson thing.
Yeah, it was
I was
weird.
about to say that was
That took me out of the
I
film.
thought
A little
that was
weird,
I
yeah.
thought that was one of the best scenes.
Oh,
yeah.
you didn't like that? I did.
I dug it, but I don't think I
I
needed
didn't
it.
I
hate it,
liked
but I was
it.
like,
Oh, I don't know. I liked it. We're talking about the same scene?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's like at the
where-
bar with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
And
what he
dug it 'cause
says.
that's Elliot from ET.
That is true.
Yeah.
I was like-
Oh,
it
that's
is Elliot.
right.
Mhm.
And I thought he nailed the expressions and
Yeah,
everything.
the mannerisms and
Well,
stuff.
they
Yeah.
tried to get Jack, and Jack was like, "No, I'm retired. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want
he's
to. I don't want
retired.
to do this." He's like, "I'm done. I don't even go to Laker games
Motherfucker.
anymore. Like, I'm over this shit. Like, I don't
I
even do
forgot the last movie.
I
he
wonder
even
why.
Did.
that." Yeah.
We talked about it. It
I
was
know,
like
I
the
already
biggest
forgot what it was.
bomb in like
Me
movie
too.
history or something. God.
Yeah.
Him and Paul Rudd
It was
really
like it-
stunk it up.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
I
a
remember.
Even
damn
Paul Rudd
shame.
can fix it.
No.
Mhm.
I mean, you could ask Ant-Man.
Yeah, we see. Yeah, we
They would
see
save
his,
that one. No, so
Well,
Mike
can't-
Flanagan wanted to do a Clayface movie, and they didn't tell him no. He wanted to do like an Elseworld, kind of like the Joker Clayface movie. They didn't tell him no though, because Matt Reeves isn't 100% sure he's going to use Clayface in his film. So they're
Yeah.
going back and forth because he said the
Enough
script
of
wasn't
these
ready yet.
Elseworld movies. Like
Yeah.
you're just confusing the masses. They don't
Mhm.
all understand
Yeah.
it the way that fans do, and nor do they care. Like at a certain
Mhm.
point, you're gonna have to explain why there's 3 Batman. Why there's like I get
Yeah.
that we're taking care of that issue in the next year, but like enough. Like
Mhm.
You
well, and the biggest thing I think they need to absolutely wait, and this one might hurt Hollywood a bit, but how about we wait to see what a fucking train wreck Joker 2 is before they want to keep doing before they keep up with these Elseworld movies, because I'm like, Elseworld might fucking end real soon when Gaga shows up on my screen, because
Joker face. Joker face.
But
Solid
there's like,
joke.
and what's funny though, the Elseworld films, there's only 2 of them. So it's like, how can you be like, we're building a
Yeah.
whole-
right.
Like you've only done it twice, and yeah, it worked out 2 times. But like even the Batman, I'm like, that's just Matt Reeves, baby.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even consider
I
that
know.
Elseworld. I just feel like that's just the Batman. And whatever they do with their Batman on this side, I'm just like, that's just James Gunn's project as well. Like I'm not.
Well, I'm just really hoping that
Basically.
they keep going in that direction that they're going, and that they continue on and like introduce Hush and like
Mhm.
Court of Owls. Like if they
Well,
go
the
in that
Court of
direction,
Owls is gonna happen. Hush
Yeah.
is
Court of
Yeah.
Owls is
Oh,
too new for me. 'Cause
not
I'm
this-
weird.
oh, well,
oh,
because he's
No,
already
shit.
dropped so many hints just for in
yeah,
Batman.
the Court of Owls.
Yeah.
kinda has to
They're like, it's
happen.
gonna
know,
happen, but then he's like, oh, well, I don't know, maybe Clayface now. I'm like, don't
Mm.
start
Well, I
fucking
think-
it up.
well,
Just keep going.
I think he
Well,
wants to do the Rogues Gallery. I think that's his
Yes,
end
and
goal.
Yeah.
he's stated that. So my thing with a Clayface movie, like we just said too, in his universe, they should absolutely take kind of different aspects, make it very almost like Jack the Ripper, like you said, Phantom of the Opera,
Mm.
kind of from
Well,
the shadows, and
here's-
maybe the full reveal of how he actually
Yeah.
looks is like the final scene. You know what I mean? And have him melt, have him do something that you're like, oh shit, that's over the top.
I was
But for all the other film, he's like a very, very,
Grounded type.
weird,
Yeah.
grounded serial killer.
Mhm.
So it's still similar to Riddler, but you got different aspects. It'll actually be him doing it,
well,
but also pulling up the aspect of being other people. So it's like
Yeah.
like, he has a lot of room to create something really cool with his universe and his movie that he already did.
Mhm.
But it's
Well,
up to them, you know. 'Cause
I
they
was
can
gonna
go
say, do you
completely
want
different route.
do you want a cool little backstory on Clayface? Like the very first that type of kind of Phantom of the Opera looking Clayface?
Hit
I
us
think
with
I
It
remember,
was
yeah.
the guy's name was Basil Carlo.
Carlo,
So it
yeah.
was kind of like a play on Boris Karloff, and he
Boris
was
Karloff.
a classic horror movie actor,
Yeah.
and then got into like that whatever the accident was,
Mm.
Mhm.
So that's I think why they made him look more like Phantom of the Opera type
Yeah.
back then. And I don't know. So to me, like what you just said about like the Jack the Ripper thing, it could kind of play all into that. Like it's
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
this ex horror movie
like-
actor, and now he's insane and blah blah blah. Yeah.
And once he's in Arkham, whatever happens to him there happens to him there. Because you could bring in Hugo Strange and he could be fucking around
Right.
with shit. And if you wanted to have
Mhm.
like that final Rogues Gallery and it's actually Clayface, then fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But like it just again doesn't seem like it fits. But if you want that to be the end goal, where you want the legitimately comic book accurate Rogues Gallery, then fine. Let that be the payoff in the third movie, or Quarter of
Mhm.
Owls breaks them out, or some bullshit like that. Like whatever they want to do. I just don't see them doing the monster yet. Maybe they
No.
save that for when he's in
No.
Arkham. I could see that being the end scene of that movie. And I don't even think he'll be the main villain for the second one. I think it's just an idea. I think
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
see him being like one of many that's in the second one. Because I had heard he still want to do Mr. Freeze. Like
But
I heard,
that's going to be interesting too. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
for it. It's just this guy has done a much better job than Nolan anyway at making it
Mhm.
grounded. And like Nolan was his own thing, but his sucked. I'm sorry, it doesn't stand the test of time. This guy is actually onto something, so I would be interested in seeing his version of Mr. Freeze and things like that.
and if
Yeah.
Flanagan does
Bomb in the city.
Clayface, it has to be the Clayface from Harley Quinn. Because I want to see that episode with the Hand and Gordon.
Yeah.
I want that to just to be the movie. Give me
That's
2
But that's
hours of
funny. I
I'd
think
go
that's
broke,
why
dude. I'd see that shit
that's
every
why
day.
that's why they do that in the cartoon and make him like that actor type.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
an
opera type
homage.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a little playback or callback to like I just said, the actors and all that. But yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, the other only like way I've seen him was in the animated series, and it was very like,
I mean,
Well,
but
and
I still
even
remember
that-
his intro episode. It irked me even as a child, like seeing this guy get held down by the mob and they're pouring that shit down his throat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's right.
man, Like,
But I think they did that even in the cartoon, right? It wasn't the Basil Carlo
no,
or
no,
whatever,
he was an
but he
actor.
was
He's an
an
actor,
actor.
yeah.
He was an
Yeah.
ex-actor. Yeah.
But like because I remember there was a later episode where this movie was like supposed to be in like romance movies because there's that one where the
Yeah.
girl's in love with him even when he's Clayface. And
Yeah.
he's trying to like yeah.
And then one more little spoiler for the Batman and Joker 2. Harvey Dent will be in both movies, but 2 different versions. So Harvey Dent is confirmed for the Joker movie because there's signs out there when they're in that courtroom scene that they've been filming out there in I think it's like LA or Chicago. And there's just signs that say Harvey Dent. And I know they've already casted a Harvey Dent for the Batman 2. They just haven't said who it's gonna be. So
Lee D.
we'll
Williams.
I wish.
God,
I'd be
I'll
all about
shed
that,
a tear, dude. I will
honestly.
shed a tear if they're
Man,
like,
he'll
he's
be
Harvey
the
Dent.
coolest attorney in all the galaxy.
That'll be interesting. I do think they're going to introduce them in the Penguin series, from what I've heard. For the Batman, Joker, I have
That'll
no
be
fucking
good.
idea what they're going to do with that. Nor do I really want to see Harvey Dent and Joker 2. I don't think he needs to add him in there. I don't think he does anything for that story.
Unless it's Billy D. Williams, then
That's
That-
right. He
that-
does
it's okay.
everything for that
Yeah.
story.
then I'm like,
He
you know
carries
what?
that movie.
That's how Willem Dafoe's Joker comes into play. Him and Billy D have been friends all along.
Well, that's
And
the thing too now. Like, I
they
don't know if you
kill Lady
saw.
Gaga.
I don't know if you saw those pictures, but there's like
Credits.
multiple people dressed up as Joker.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
scene where he's being chased by two versions
Yeah.
of himself.
So I'm like, maybe he's not the Joker. Maybe
Oh,
he's just.
They already
I thought it
did
was-
that in Gotham, and then Gotham
Yeah.
gets no credit for that shit.
Fucking A, right?
I thought it was just a picture of his stunt double, the one that looks like Brandon Lee and shit.
No, it
No, yeah,
was-
there's like
no one
multiple
knows.
dudes. Yeah.
no one knows. It could easily be that, or it could be
apparently
a
he
scene
has
where he's
a group
crazy,
of friends,
you know?
fans. Like there's
Yeah,
like a
the
fan group of
fans.
people that want him to be freed and think he
Mhm.
shouldn't be like prosecuted and go to jail and they should be with Harley and all that shit. Like I don't know what they're gonna do. Again, this is the guy who directed Old School and Hangover. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Then I
shocking
want
that the
Will
first
Ferrell
one
in
was
it.
Starsky and Hutch.
hell yeah. But it's like he always does this mistake. He makes a good movie, or not a good movie, but a movie that like makes a lot of money, and then they force him to do the sequel, and then it's like he fucking fails at it. You know, like everybody was banking on Hangover being just successful for the second one. That one ended up being a flop. Where it's like he doesn't know how to just bail out. It's like you could do one-offs, man. Old School was great. You made one fucking movie and you got out.
I would have
Kept going.
wanted a second old.
Yeah, I was saying. I'm like,
Well, they
he
didn't make $1 billion. That's why they didn't get the fucking
Yeah.
sequel.
they probably would have made it work, but he's a fucking
So
idiot.
what you're
So, yeah.
saying, what you're saying is Luke Wilson was cast as Harvey Dent.
Yeah, go for it.
I-
Fuck it, I don't
I
care.
can see it.
I'm still gonna watch it regardless. At this point, we got Lady Gaga in there. It's like I'm there. All right, let's get into it.
All right.
Urban legends. You guys start because I still got to think of mine.
What?
Oh, I didn't even. I didn't.
Think
even-
of it.
None of us talked to fire,
Jesus.
so watch us all the same one. But go
That
ahead.
would be hilarious. But
I have,
haven't
like,
been
I have
on.
two.
I
I
haven't
have
been
to pick
on in
one.
like
Oh my
3
God.
weeks, but I have one already. Because it's
Marissa,
like a
you
mix.
got like 7 backups though, right?
I have like 10 different ones that I could go. I could
So,
run.
If you
I
pick
could just
one, she'll have a
rattle.
different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
true.
all of you could come at once, and I would have like 5 others just backed up.
So yeah,
wants to
who
start?
wants to go first?
I mean, I can guarantee you mine's a lot shorter than my conspiracy theory one.
Ooh. Give us a
You
little
want me to-
teaser then. Let's
Okay,
start
so
us
I
I'm
off.
know.
gonna go
Hit us
with.
with it.
I tried to stick local or local-ish, so I'm going to
Son
go
of a
with
bitch.
Lady in White,
Okay.
aka well, there's multiple Lady in Whites.
There's a lot of ladies in
AKA
white.
The Haunting of the Hollywood Sign.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know this
Hmm.
one?
Yes.
Okay. So
Ghost Adventures did an episode on it.
Of course they did. Where'd her name go? I have it here. Hold on. And I
Hunting
usually
ghosts
remember,
out
too.
here, bitch.
So let's talk about Peg. This
Little
goes
Peg.
like the Hollywood sign is haunted. If you go on trails by yourself, there is a ghost that will show up with a skull face and try and convince you to kill yourself. This is
Mm.
mostly people that go on jogs by themselves. This has been going on since the early 1900s. And the story goes that a woman named Peg Entwistle was an actress in the golden era of Hollywood, had a couple bad reviews, and jumped off the H in the Hollywood sign. So yes, if you go down the trail now, which is blocked off anyway, there are hauntings, there are strange things that happen. But yet, if you go by yourself, it is said that you get the overwhelming feeling to kill yourself. And this has gone on for since 1930 something.
Jared Leto
but
should be
as-
taking his hikes up.
Right. But as early as or as not as early, as late as 2012, right in the same spot where her body would have been, there was a severed head and missing body parts that just showed up there. So these are things that
Really?
still go down to this day. So that's just what one I jumped to is the most interesting off the top of my head. But
That's a good one.
Remember the
Yeah,
Ghost
you're right.
Adventures episode where he was like Zach's like climbing the Hollywood. So he's like, push me, push me. I'm like, dude, if they
Yep.
push him.
I wish.
All
Like
of
this
his
would
co-hosts
fucking be
were
awesome.
One of the O's just
I want to say they touch on that Hollywood urban legend in the miniseries on Netflix that's called
They
Hollywood.
made the movie about her within that, yes.
Okay,
was like
yeah, I was
her
gonna say, I was
biopic,
like, I
yeah.
know, yeah, Ryan Murphy,
Yeah.
his
Which
like
was a good
miniseries.
series. I was
It
kinda
was a
hoping
great
for second
series.
season, yeah.
she showed me some of it, and what's his nose from the Big Bang was
The Big
real
Bang,
good in
which
that.
I typically
Oh, he was
Okay.
the
Surprise!
lawyer,
I was
right?
like,
Give him all the
whoa, he's
credit in the
really
world,
good.
yes.
Good
In
at
that series, he was very good.
Yeah. Everything else,
Mm.
the Big Bang, Garden State.
Oh fuck, he was in that. Yeah.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget your roots, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
man.
I don't know. I don't know if mine's an urban legend, but Craven will probably be one of the ones for sure. But it's always been a trippy one. So technically, I guess it would be a what they call a creepy pasta, I believe is.
I feel like that counts.
That,
Yeah.
that
So
should count.
yeah,
That's
right.
the new age version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one immediately has always stuck with me since the day I first heard about it and then dove in. It was the Russian sleep experiment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
if
yeah.
you guys
That's a good one.
see, and I felt like honestly the three of you would know that.
Oh,
So you guys aren't familiar and anybody else. The whole backstory to this was the government wanted to conduct this test on, I think 5 or 6 subjects that would have no sleep for a certain amount of days. And they're just confined to this one room and they just want to see what happens, this and that. Over the course of time, each and every patient starts developing different stuff. They take away their vision, their hearing, and I believe they couldn't talk either. Think of what it was, but it's like they took away their vision and hearing for sure. So each one starts having like different dreams, seeing stuff, this and that. Little by little, each one starts going like fucking nuts. They were pumping like gas in there and stuff to basically to keep them awake, and it's making it even worse. They start getting even like feral, almost like just very like reverting back to like caged like animals, because in a sense they were. Gets to the point where like I remember at least some of them like basically like killed and like ate each other and shit. So it was this whole fucking weird thing that always stuck with me. It's basically taken away that they've had experiments like this. The most famous one, I always forget it, but it was where the 5 people were the jailmates, 5 people were the guards.
Oh, they made a movie of it.
They made a movie. They made a few movies about it. The Stanford experiment, I believe is what it was called. And that's a true fucking story. So it's like, given these like rules and like laws of like, all right, well, you're in charge and you're not, you see how slowly and like surely people snap and fall into those like roles. So back to the whole Russian sleep experiment, it's fucking nuts to think that like that's true, because also I'm like, you take away someone's sight, hearing, and you make them stay awake for multiple days. Yeah, some shit's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm always like, is that a tall story? Is there any truth to that? Because I'm like,
I mean, I'm
believe
sure
that.
there's tidbits mixed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that one's always been one for me. There's many others on that site too that I'm always like,
Oh,
oh shit. But that one's probably one of my favorites. That's weird.
That's a fucked
They
up one.
did a short. They
It
did a
is.
short film on that, and it had a little known actor. If you guys remember, Chris Kattan.
Oh my god,
Mango.
Mango.
that is great.
So
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
He just
Shit,
plays
that's
Mango.
good luck finding it.
Yeah. Just with the hat
Say,
and everything.
Oh my god, I'm gonna search the fucking globe for Chris Kattan
Chris Kattan.
going
What's he
feral.
doing, man? Oof.
Get
The
him on the
mango
podcast.
experiment.
Yeah, wait, he's the
He
next
probably
host. He's the
could.
He'd
next
probably
guest.
be on it.
Yeah.
We'll
would.
do a
He's
double
like,
feature. We'll
mango
get him and
costume.
Johnny Tsunami, and we'll just
Oh,
double
yeah.
feature
He's
it.
just like,
That's
you guys
right,
want to
yeah.
talk about House on Haunted Hill or what?
I'll be like, oh dude, get out.
Oh,
What a
watch
great,
that all day.
terrible fucking remake. An
I'll watch it all day.
all-star. So why the fuck are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Gallagher. Why are you here?
Peter Gallagher.
Jeffrey Rush. Why are you here?
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Rush.
Rush.
oh,
Veronica
Jeffrey Rush is
Vaughn.
Great.
Why are you here?
She's the
Sonya
hot.
Blade?
And
Yeah.
Sonya Blade's
Tyrese.
in House on Haunted Hill.
Damn. I
Sonya
remember
Blade and Jean Grey, actually.
Yeah.
that. One piece of ace.
Oh. Ow.
Oh man. I'll just do
No
mine
guy.
quickly then. I don't know.
Go
If
for it.
Oh, you
Okay.
found one?
yeah. Well, I had one, but I'm like, I don't know if it is because it's kind of like a ghost story type It's like it's
you-
an urban
okay,
legend in
It kinda,
Mexico.
it's kind of there.
To
Yeah.
be,
I
to
knew
be
it.
fair, do you want like the description of an urban legend of what it is essentially?
It came up when I
like-
looked it up on Google. So that's
I
why
was
I'm
gonna say,
like,
yeah,
I'm
if you look
assuming-
it up, I mean, you'll get
Yeah.
like 50 of them.
I got
but
2 of 'em.
essentially, it's like a friend of a friend told me this story. It's
Okay,
basically a
then this is
loosely
what it is,
based
'cause
tale.
every
Yeah, it's like a
Mexican-
ghost story.
which I wish Gio was
based
on here.
on, like,
Because Gio would have
telephone.
attested to this. La Llorona. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
have heard of that. The woman that
Mhm.
weeps.
Oh,
Um, Yeah, the movie was dog shit.
I was
Let's
about
start
to say
with
the
Warner Brothers
story
came
is
out
so
with
much
it.
better.
Oh man, the story is nightmarish. Well, the story I always
Yeah.
heard was, and there's been different discussions of the story. They've always changed it. But the one that I've always heard was that she drowned her 2 kids,
Hmm.
and as punishment for
Yeah.
her drowning her 2 kids in Mexico. First of all, for being in Mexico, it's already a curse. But she
Shit.
drowned her 2 kids. Her punishment was that she was gonna roam Earth forever, looking for her children and always being in agony and always being in pain. And from what people mostly say, at least my grandparents, is that they hear her a lot in TJ, which TJ is like the worst of the worst when you go to Mexico.
Which
like
makes
that,
absolute sense. Yeah.
but yeah,
They're
that
just
part-
hearing donkey shows and
They
shit.
might do. 'Cause there's videos if you look it up where they could swear they hear a woman crying or moaning in the streets of TJ. But I'm like, most of the
Moaning
Why?
for
movies-
sure.
moaning for sure.
They're fucking
But also,
crying.
there's like it's TJ,
I mean, it
man.
is TJ.
It
I
is
mean, you took
TJ.
it there.
It is TJ. That's the thing. That's what's always funny because that's like the hot spot where they see her the most.
Yeah.
And
That's
there's like
just
if
a
you
girl
YouTube it-
working.
It's just a
Just
girl
getting
working.
abducted.
I mean, TJ. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. It is what it is. That's like the worst spot to go, by the way. And everybody's like, hey, "There's nice parts of Mexico. Trust me, I know that."
Yeah,
But, like,
it's not Tijuana though.
It's not.
You're not
TJ,
selling
bro.
me. I'm just telling you right now. Like
You
never
should.
been in my
No
life.
one,
and I
no one
probably
should be
won't.
sold on Mexico. I'm sorry.
No, bro. Nobody should be, man. I went at 5 years old, 6 years old. And I just remember
Never going
getting
back.
chased. I remember getting chased by a dog. I remember my mom.
That
That'll
was a
happen.
chupacabra, actually.
Yeah,
probably
It
was,
could have
dude.
been. It could have been. That's another one
Who
too.
averted the great urban legend.
Yeah. My mom gave
You're
a
a
kid
survivor.
a piece of gum, and I shit you not, he like walked away and came back with like 15 other kids.
That's
Yeah.
how it happens.
Yeah, that's how
That's
it
a
is over
game.
there. That's TJ. And this is
Yeah.
like when in early 2000s. And now it's even worse because like the cartel just runs that whole area, you know? Like the other day, there was like a tiger in TJ just roaming around because they ended up busting some cartel's house.
'Cause that's what happens. in
Motherfucker had a
TJ.
tiger. And
A
there's like
tiger
El
show?
Tigre.
a tigre. Best Pokemon show ever though is in Mexico, which is like a live action type show. Circus
They
10.
actually have a
type.
dragon.
Dude, they have it like in the mascot version. It's so fucking
I
bad
believe
because
it.
it's not like Charmander's blue for some reason because they couldn't figure out the color.
Mhm.
Pikachu's purple. It's like it's crazy.
Like, fuck it.
No, no,
they
no,
don't
no.
have-
We'll get
They
sued.
don't have, they don't have Peekaboo?
But La Llorona is one that I've always heard. There's supposedly that she is there. Depends who you believe. All those motherfuckers there are high and drunk out of their minds, so they don't know what the fuck they're seeing half the time. But they've always sworn by it. The one I found today that made me laugh the most though was this one in Chicago in the 90s, where a clown was apparently torturing kids in Chicago, but he was dressed as Homie the Clown from Living
Oh.
Color. What?
I've seen that one too.
And he would drive around in a white van and like try to get kids to go in the van with like candy and stuff.
So
But he
which
would
Wayne
also-
brother was it really? Like,
Yeah.
And
It
he
was
would-
Marlon.
It was.
he was just having fun.
You know, it's just Marlon.
But he would
You
have
got
the iconic sock and everything, and he would just like stand outside of schools in the white van, and people
They're like, "Oh,
swore in
shit."
the 90s that they saw this motherfucker just driving around in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in
Hey.
his van.
it's like
It's
Homie
Homie the Clown.
from Living Color. They're like, what is happening? And
It's
some
gonna be
people
great.
would say that he would, because some kids went missing, supposedly, allegedly. And the ones that escaped said that they were, I don't want to say the word, but shit happened.
No.
And that was the story.
Were they
That's the-
Ard?
hard?
Ard. R word. You can't say it or you get demonetized. But then we're sitting here going, "Oh, were they Esuli aid, or were they Ard?"
Rhymes.
Sick
But
of
that's the
it.
two I have.
If
I mean,
Scooby Doo was saying it, he would say like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh, ruh."
And kids, that's what we call a Scooby snack nowadays.
I think Joseph, you're just like misconstruing the whole like call me the clown, and that was just kind of like a promotion for the show.
Was
Just
it?
them driving-
Is that them drive
Little
around
too much.
Chicago?
He
Yeah.
just went into business for
We're gonna
himself.
need you to
a
rent
little
a
bit.
van, take some candy, drive
Take the
around.
sock, drive
He's
around,
like,
stand
he's
outside
like,
schools.
say less, say less.
Fox
I
was
know what my job
really
is.
They're
on
like,
top of
Jim
that
Carrey
marketing.
can't do this? Isn't he on living?
Yeah, no,
Like,
no.
why do I have to be the one that drives around
They're like,
Chicago?
no, Jim's busy losing his fucking mind,
Yeah.
thinking he's Andy Kaufman for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Get the Wayne
No,
brother.
he was in the schools. He was doing fire safety.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, solid.
That's the Andy Kaufman that's going to the Hall of Fame. It's not actually Andy Kaufman. It's just Jim Carrey.
Mm.
It was just
Like, that's
Jim
the one-
Carrey accepting the award.
It's
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Have the
It's
king rush
crazy.
the stage and just beat the shit out of him. Be
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's its
tired
own.
of this.
He might have another heart attack if he does that, bro.
I mean, go out with a bang, dude.
Oh, but that's all I got. I do want to talk about the supernatural at some point, though. I got like
We
some
can
like
get into
good
all that,
ass
yeah.
ghost shit.
And
I
this
have
podcast just
Leave a
slowly
comment for
becomes-
us. Yeah, tell
Yeah.
us what ghost story you want to hear in the next
Well, and
episode.
I know
Yeah,
that's
and
one
we'll
of the
do that.
Q&As I'll answer, but at the end, yeah, there's
Okay.
something
I have
for
a few
all
too. I have
listeners.
I have an uncle who has literally a book at Barnes and Noble published about the shit that him and my grandma went through
Huh?
in Mexico. Yeah. It's like a full-fledged book, man. They're trying to turn it into a movie right now. I'm not even kidding you.
Holy hell.
About some shit that they went through in Mexico, which there's like 7 of them, so they all say it happened.
Shit.
And I'm like, oh,
Can we
fuck.
all be cast in this movie somehow?
As long as they're not filming in Mexico, yeah, we could be extras.
Oh yeah, no. You can just go to Arizona and film.
Well, Jason's not allowed in New
It's a
Zealand.
nice place, man.
I'm not. Yeah.
Not allowed to
Or
see
Canada for that
He's part of
matter.
that same
Mhm.
cash grab. Red Ranger.
Go
I was.
anywhere else.
Wolf of Wall Street type.
Mhm. Us Jason stick together.
Tax fraud and
through
all,
thick,
man.
through thick and thin lines.
Once a Jason, always a Jason.
Well,
Or
you
wants to go
wanna-
next?
I can go next if you want.
Yeah.
Save the best for last. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Mhm.
It's the
Yeah,
best
because
of
I
all.
don't really have
You,
shit.
not me.
Oh, my God, no.
Mine. I wanted to keep it local as well. But mine, we're gonna go a little bit south, and it's gonna be in Long Beach. And what's funny about this particular urban legend is that I've actually
Town of
been.
shit.
Well, that's the
Are
other
we
town.
referring
There's
to the
another town
canyons?
there. No.
Okay, I was
No, no,
waiting
no.
for that to be honest.
Oh, you were waiting for what? For Black Star Canyon?
Yes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I thought
Oh.
about it and I was like, no.
No, I didn't go that route either.
Okay.
I was like, no, it's easy pickings.
Easy
Fucking,
pickings, yeah.
fucking
yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's just a bunch
Have
of
you gone there though?
bunch of youths and graffiti.
gone
I've
there,
never
though?
been. No,
No,
have
I've
you?
never been
Neither
Neither
there.
have I.
We should go one day. We'll do an episode.
Do a pod there.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Fuck you,
Late
Zach
night.
Bagans.
Do it.
We're going.
We'll watch
You can all
Broken
watch
Grapes
it.
there.
Yeah.
I
I'll
did
watch
go
us
to,
piss and shit our pants live.
Not to cut it off. I did go to an abandoned asylum one
Oh,
time.
that's fun.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. So
That'll be
you know,
part 2
that's
of
that's
that
a story.
episode,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
that was fun.
Damn.
Yeah. That was before the arrest too. So you know that could have been the number 2 arrest, but you know, like
Trespassing.
yeah. I was
All
like,
right,
dude,
well-
I didn't find anybody, but all right, keep us
Well,
going.
I
Keep
mean,
us going.
no, I
Yeah.
didn't find anybody, but you know.
You know,
I
it
mean,
could've been
Zach wasn't there when you went.
cool. He was, but he was outside. He was waiting.
Just Nick.
Oh,
Nick was there.
Yeah.
He was
I was
left
like, hey,
behind.
come on in.
Poor
Nick
We're
Nick.
the
Loser.
only.
Can we let the
Like, come on
man
in,
get to
man.
his story, please?
Yeah.
Not bothering me at all. But yeah,
Like,
this
Nick. We need one.
so this little
Oh,
ditty
man.
is happening in Long Beach. And I know it personally as Acid Alley, but
shit.
the way that it's told is Igor's Alley.
Okay.
Mm.
So the story goes, for the approval of the Midnight Society again,
Nice.
is that an immigrant laborer with a wife and kids during the Great Depression was fired from his job one day,
As
So
most
we'll stick-
immigrants are.
as they do in the Great Depression, right? So with no hope of finding a new job, and he's like crushed with, you know, the burden and pressure of raising a family, as he goes out he spends, the last bit of his severance package. Did you guys hear that, or did I cut out?
No, I heard it.
All right,
No,
for
you're
sure,
good. You're
for sure.
good. Yeah, you're good.
So he spends the last bit of his severance package at the bar, and then he comes home around midnight and he just murders his wife and his 2 kids, and he takes them and he hangs them on these like meat hooks that are just kind of,
Oh shit.
yeah,
damn.
but it's
They're already
yeah,
dead, right? Like,
they're already dead.
And
but he's like,
then
he's just hanging them.
Then he
Okay.
started King Taco.
Yes,
Yeah, I knew it.
yeah. Tito's Tacos was born.
I want some King Taco now.
So he hangs them on these hooks that's sort of like below the window, and then there's a sort of in Long Beach, sometimes there's like houses, right? And there's like a separate garage, and it backs up to the alley. So on this garage, at the very top of the, like where the roof peak kind of is a door, a full-size door, and a post that comes out from on top of this door, and he hangs himself from this like window sort of thing. And the weird thing is that my dad told me this story. As he does, right? Bedtime story. Yeah.
like, I was just coming home
He's
one
like,
day.
don't worry, we'll go one day. So he takes a bunch of the neighbor kids that I used to hang out with, and a couple of the
No.
dads. We all pile into this truck, and we're all sitting in the back, and they're like in, through the window of the truck, we're like talking. So we're outside, and they're drinking or whatever they're doing. I don't know. And they're just like, yeah, we'll get them good. And he's like, so you roll up at this alley, and no shit, there is the garage peak and a door and a post that comes out. And I was like, well, that's weird. Why would that exist? But it does. And I was like, okay. And it's like, if you turn the car off and you're just silent, you can hear the creaking of the rope still. And we're sitting there in silence, and all of a sudden we just start hearing like that creaking sound. And we're like, what let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go right now. And we're like, okay, good. Yeah.
They're coming down. You're like, oh shit. There you go.
Yeah. Just super weird that like the way that the story is, and then that happened, and that garage exists. It's really weird.
That's crazy. And then you saw the ghost of David Carradine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he was
That
like,
exact
I
alley.
was just jerking it. Don't worry about me.
Kill
Young
Bill 3 is gonna be
Padawan.
great.
Hey, I got there.
Don't worry.
More than it
Was-
I
think
entered
worth it.
Nirvana.
It was worth it.
Namaste.
He killed Bill.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Bill was the name of his penis.
The one that was tucked away into women's undies.
Yeah, that one.
Sometimes you gotta keep going, because then they'll get gold like that. you gotta leave the pause, because
Let it slide a little bit.
Yeah, get a little fresh breath there, and then boom,
You gotta, yeah.
Hey, Bill liked what he liked,
yes.
all right? Felt good.
felt right.
Yeah. I feel right.
Soft and sensual.
No, man, that is a weird whole thing. Because then again, it's like just one of these days, got to take a trip down to Tombstone, because that's still one of the trippiest
I've always wanted
fun
to do that.
adventures
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh, I
So I
would
mean,
so do that.
Tombstone's
and
I'd be
that's
down for
and
that too.
that's for sure one of those ones that, like, when they turned off all the lights and stuff like that, for me, I was just like, oh shit, okay. And it's like, even if you trying your hardest to be like, I don't know, your
Yeah.
mind will start playing, So it's trippy, man. So yeah,
Yeah,
Black
true.
Star Canyon. Fuck it, let's go find that school bus. I don't
That'll
care.
be that. Yeah. We'll do that episode 10 special.
Jesus.
It's not
Fuck
far.
it,
It's
man.
like right there.
Nah, dude, it's like right. Yeah, no, it's
Set up
not
camp.
far at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm off next Thursday.
all
do
they
that.
say,
Oh,
all they've ever
shit, we
really
can make
said
that
is
happen.
like, all they've
Well,
ever
Zach, if he's
said
available.
that I've heard is like,
Mhm.
there's like cult bullshit, but I'm like, yeah, but what kind of cult?
Yeah.
What cold is? Yeah,
I
how
think we
culty
can
are they
take a
getting?
cult. Yeah,
I feel like it's
could-
teenagers are like, oh,
we could take a
So
family.
it's
fucking-
essentially just the Jared Leto cult. They just go there for their
Yeah.
meetings every week.
Oh fuck it,
Yeah.
dude. We could take them. So if
Oh,
you hear like
That's
the
where
fucking,
they say
if you hear the kill playing in the background, you're just like, oh shit, I know where we are. And you're just like, you walk up with fingerless gloves and all. And you're like, ah, shit, man.
That's
I
where they
got
say like
this.
you go and like the car will move on its own and shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I've
there's
heard that.
handprints
Yeah.
on the back of the car and shit.
Handprints,
Yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Those are good
They
ones.
I've always heard if you get to the school bus, you've gone too far. It was what I always used to kind of hear. And it's like, you shouldn't go any further than that. Because that's when like worse shit. I don't know. But
So-
again,
We'll set up the
shit.
podcast farthest past the fucking school bus. Then we'll just put it right
basically, yeah. Or like,
Yeah.
we'll touch base at the school bus. We'll
Mhm.
make Jason go inside of said school bus, and then that's it. You
there.
know?
We'll get Gio buzzed enough to just keep walking.
That's very
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Gio will be there.
Gio's
will.
going on the
Gio will
school
so
bus.
do it.
Gio will go.
Gio will hold a
do it.
flashlight, and he will be tied to a hose, and we'll just
Jesus.
hold.
What are we?
I just
referring to?
forgot. Yeah, Joey was gone for that one.
So we're gonna go to Black Star Canyon,
Just like he
Uh-huh,
walks in,
uh-huh.
Gio's getting tied to a hose.
She's getting
And,
tied up. What? Oh,
yeah.
who's that now?
and the whole story that I used to hear was, if you walk through the entrance, you keep walking for a bit. I believe it wasn't too far in, but it was at least a walk. If you get to the abandoned school bus that you would hear about,
Mhm.
you've gone too far, because they say you should not go in the school bus if you are even wise enough to go into the canyon of
Mhm.
itself. So we said we're gonna get Gio drunk and
That's fair.
have him keep walking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
So I'm
You
like,
tie,
we'll tie a hose to him, so he'll keep
Tie a
walking.
hose or a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
Tell
he
him it's part
starts-
of his baddies with beards segment.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
just gotta go
That's
interview
right.
someone by the bus.
The baddie
As
versus
he's-
the ghost.
As he's
So-
screaming, and we're like, I got you, I got you. And it's like, and then the bus itself disappears
There
too.
you go.
Yeah. Starts driving
We
away.
get it all on film. Mhm.
Yeah. And then the Blair Witch shows up. So it's even worse. You don't know what's going on.
But it's okay because we got Nick with us.
And a good one, finally. Traded
Let's
it
reach
in
out.
for the
Let's
ghost
reach out
adventure.
to Nick Groff.
To Nick Groff. That was the one that
Yeah.
had the issues with everyone, right?
Okay.
Or was it just
Well,
Zach?
I mean, vice versa from what I'm hearing.
Oh,
Zach's
okay,
total
yeah.
piece of shit. Is trying to still ruin his career, and yeah.
No.
Damn
Yeah,
Zach.
Zach's a real winner if you hear about it.
What Zach are we talking about? Shazam Zach or
A bad
These
Ghost
Zach.
He's not a
Or-
winner.
the ghost hunter.
Check
Ghost
his
hunter.
shit. He ain't winning nothing, man.
I don't think anybody
you-
named
Did
you
Zach is
see-
winning.
You
Hold on,
hear the name
Shazam,
Zach and don't think of Baggins? Come on.
Did you see fucking Shazam nutcase Zach trying to tell people like
Well, that's
basically
all
like, hey, if you want to see John Wick, that's fine, but like it's
It's
really
not a family
violent.
movie.
It's not a family movie. You want to go
Please
see a
watch
nice
Shazam.
family movie? Yeah, like it's so begging, and you're like, dude, they're not going.
Well, that's
They
how I'm like,
don't
which one's the
care.
biggest loser right now? Is it Baggins
Yeah.
who still has a show on TV, or is it,
God.
or is it Shazam that nobody wants to watch him in movies? It's like
That's
Zachary
true.
Levi's giving him a run for his money, man.
Well, that's why it's Zach and Zachary. He hasn't earned the name Zach.
He's earned the
Zachary
name Zach.
is not cool.
He's not a
Oh,
good man.
Zachary.
He didn't have spiky black hair. He's just got dorky black hair. I don't know. He's not my hero.
Ugh.
Roxy, did you watch Shazam?
I finally did.
Wow.
I was bored off
Eric,
my
I'm just gonna
ass.
wait a week until it's on HBO.
Had some really good weed and had a lot of time to kill, and fuck, I wish I didn't waste it on that.
No, it's
No,
fun.
it was everything that I thought it would be. Was it the worst DC movie? No, by no means.
But
Was it
generic
the
is all
best?
fuck.
Fuck no. Yeah. Was it
What is
far?
the worst
was it
DC movie?
Oh,
The original
good one.
Suicide Squad, or
yeah. Honestly,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
probably
Okay.
say
Wonder Woman 84.
that's
Yeah.
very true.
I was close to that one.
I thought that was the worst.
The first
was
that
not
was
great.
the first thing that Pedro has ever not
Big good.
I mean, it's not his fault.
He couldn't save it. That was the first thing that he was
No.
in that he could not save, no matter how good he was in there. It was like,
Yeah.
this is not salvageable. This is going to be shitty. All over.
I probably still would go with Suicide Squad. Yeah.
I'm gonna
His
go
two.
Electra.
Suicide Squad I saw for free
Me
and
too.
wanted to walk out. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's
So I was
just
like,
I went to a test screening for it, and I was
I'll
just
I
like,
tried
screw it, bro. I'll
because that was
screw it.
the pre-slap Will era, and I tried with that fucking asshole still because I still never gave a fuck about him.
and he wasn't terrible in it, but
He wasn't
No.
terrible in that, but I
But he
still
tried to
was
be
like,
holier than
"God."
now. Like,
But
Yeah.
he was
Oh, yeah.
Will in it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's what he is in most everything.
That's how he is, man. He just thinks he's better.
Generic
And I'm
ass
like,
Will
dude, you're
Smith.
worse. You're worse than a lot of people.
Yeah,
Like,
when they made the James Gunn Suicide Squad, they're like, we're gonna bring Idris Elba. I was like, oh, better actor.
like, oh,
Congratulations.
thank
I was like,
Christ,
That's good.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Good.
good choice.
you didn't get the Fresh Prince. Good choice, man. You picked you started right. No, yeah, because I was gonna say the worst Marvel movie easily is the fucking Incredible Hulk. Eric
second
Bana.
Thor movie?
No,
at
Eternals
this
No.
is
point,
still no, Eternals is still worse.
I never
Eh.
finished it.
I
Yeah, the
haven't
Hulk
seen
battling
it. Maybe,
like
yeah, that maybe makes it
three-headed
worse.
dogs. I didn't get
well,
it.
what
It
did you
was-
say, Marissa? You said a Marvel one earlier. I thought.
Oh, I thought you said DC I thought you said worst DC. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
No, but
DC.
you said a
We
you
said,
said a
we said
movie,
DC
though.
at first, and then we just jumped.
oh, I said Electra.
Oh, Electra is
Oh,
Marvel. So
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Marvel.
or
So that's
we'll be Electra.
that's fair because
That's
that is
fair.
a
It's
terrible.
up there.
Forgettable one.
I thought it was
Nope,
very
nope,
terrible,
nope.
but-
Catwoman.
For
Halle
DC.
Berry's Catwoman.
Halle Berry's
That's pretty.
It won awards.
Total
Yeah,
dog
but-
shit.
They
It
just
was an
felt really bad.
award-winning movie.
Was it really?
They had a bad
Razzie?
season that
Yeah.
year. I don't know. Yeah,
Best
Razzie-
Razzie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah, well,
She
Fucking-
showed up to accept that Razzie, didn't she?
Did she win, like,
Nothing
Best
else going
Actress,
on.
like, an
Yeah.
Oscar
Good for her.
for
Won that
I was gonna
something?
say she's one of only like 3 celebrities to actually show up to accept the Razzie. I give
Be
her
like,
credit
"Give me
for
that
doing
shit."
Yeah, showed up. He's like, hey, man, I deserve something from this piece of shit movie. Give me my fucking
it's like,
trophy.
God damn it.
I would. I'd be there.
I'll be
I'd
too,
like,
dude.
"Oh,
If I'm in
thank
a
you."
dog shit movie
Thank
and
you
they
so much.
dominated me
Mhm.
and I won, I'm there. I'm dressing to impress. I'm taking that
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
I'm doing the longest
Can't keep
speech of
me
all
out.
time, though.
Oh yeah.
Even if the music plays, I'm still going. They're gonna have to like
Yeah,
carry
I'll-
me. I'm gonna cause a
I'll
scene. I'm
hold
gonna
them
do all that.
hostage, bro. Yeah, I'll
I'm
just keep
thinking
going.
to every single like god and like anybody in command. I'm just running and I'm like, I'm taking this time.
I'm bringing the
Well,
cast
didn't
up there that was
she-
in from the movie.
She
just-
accepted it though because she won Best Actress like Oscar that year too.
Holy
So
shit.
she literally got like
Yeah.
awards
Not
for
for
that the
Catwoman,
same
though.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's
Obviously not for Catwoman.
Not
Yeah, I was
for
about to say,
that.
holy
Was it
fuck,
Can
it
you
was a
imagine?
really, really
That would've been
slow,
hilarious.
slow
Same
Oscar
time as, like,
it's
season.
a
that
bad
Oscar-
year when
Oh,
Catwoman's
yeah.
nominated for the
It was
Oscar.
the
They're like,
early
"Fuck."
2000s. What do you
Like, I
want?
wish,
What else
I
are they
wish
gonna give
someone
it
was
to?
coming up here slapping
Eh.
people. Fuck.
But hey, was she a worse Catwoman or a worse Storm?
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Here's
I'm
the
gonna say Catwoman.
Catwoman.
She
easily.
got better at Storm. Like
Yeah.
the first movie was horrible, but like
Yeah.
they never made her play that kind of Storm again after X-Men 1.
Yeah. So
What
Catwoman.
was the famous line against Toad?
What does a
You know what
toad do in
happens
the
to
night?
Oh yeah, her dialogue is so
the
bad.
same
That's like,
as everything else. Like, it
I'm like,
makes
no
zero
Yeah.
shit, you
sense.
fucking idiot.
Huh?
It's lightning.
like, did that really
Yeah.
need to be delivered right now? Like,
Fucking
can we go
ruin
back
everything.
to Wolverine? I'm like, he's fighting the fuck out of Mystique, and I have to hear
Yeah.
this piece of shit dialogue. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I don't need this.
Oh, there we
It's
go.
like, it's like, oh my god, man. Yeah.
Oh.
so it's
Same
like-
thing that happens to everything else.
All right.
We're gonna get Halle Berry on the podcast too.
She's up. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
we'll
God.
definitely get her.
She'll
She'll
do
do
it.
it. She accepted a Razzie.
You probably get vote on
Shit.
that.
Do it.
Award winning.
Next week, my name's gonna be Halle Berry.
Which,
So,
to
yeah.
be fair, to like trace back the Suicide Squad, it's Academy Award winning
That is true. It did win an Oscar.
Suicide Squad.
What was it for
So-
costume design?
Yeah.
It's for
Felt really
makeup
bad.
and costume. Or no,
yeah,
I think it was
For
for
Killer
makeup.
Croc, right?
Yeah, for Killer
Yeah.
Croc.
Killer
yeah.
Croc.
Yeah. Horse
He was
shit.
like one
Academy
of the
Award
weakest
winning.
ones too.
Yeah.
terrible.
I was.
Useless as all
Hey,
fuck.
an award's
took
an
a-
award, my
They
friend.
took
You're
a
not wrong.
character. They took a character that could have been really cool, and were like, let's make him fucking nothing good.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Put
then
him
just-
there.
Nope.
Let him do
That's what they
nothing
did
for
with
2
every
hours.
character in that movie.
Let's just make
Yeah.
him present. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
No,
he's
the
on
best
screen,
part-
you guys.
He does nothing up until he has to go into the sewer.
yeah,
Lock
like,
a
oh,
door.
yeah.
Like, this is all you're good for.
See you later. See you later, Oscar the Grouch. Get the fuck out of here. And they just,
Yeah.
send him on his way. And you're like, oh, okay. Where's Harley?
He was trying to.
Yeah.
He was trying to go see Thunder Gun.
There you go.
Jesus.
I think we're missing a great opportunity here, which is
For
you guys
Thunder
are
Gun.
talking about like
Yeah.
obviously great movies here, and you've mentioned a specific actor twice, and amongst all the urban legends, you guys aren't even going to mention 1998 urban legend with Jared Leto.
I don't even.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
when he
just
killed,
fire.
when he
Somebody
killed
hit me with
Leto.
it.
100% right, and we know
The
it.
sigh of relief gives me great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Who else was in that?
Oh, let me like count the ways. You got Tara
Yeah.
Reid, you've got Jared Leto, you've got Robert England, Brad Dourif.
Robert.
Who
I
else
didn't
do you
know
have in there?
that. Was that the
There's
one?
a lot
oh,
of
no,
people.
something
There's
else.
a lot of people in that movie.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
what's his name?
Was Eliza Dushku in that? No, it was something else, huh?
No,
No, it was the new guy.
No, I know that.
Great movie.
Amazing film.
What was that one guy? Rosenbaum from
Oh, Lex.
Smallville.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
Greatest
shit.
Lex
Shit.
Luthor out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in
He was
it.
in there?
Michael
Oh
Rosenbaum.
yeah.
Did he have
the
the
wig
wig
It's
too?
not his classic sorority
this-
voice, which
what
we
is
talked
this
about as
movie?
well.
Mhm.
Oh,
Urban
you never,
Legend.
Oh, it's Urban Legend.
Urban Legend.
Oh, it's called Urban Legend.
It's called Urban. That's what popped up on Google when I searched Urban
Damn.
Legends.
Oh,
I
it's
know
such a
I
great
saw
film.
it. I know it was some piece of crap I rented when I was
Oh,
in like
it's so
fifth grade and
good.
shit.
I'm sure my dad
Paint us a
probably
word
loved it.
picture.
I don't remember it.
God.
Because the
It's
earliest, like,
literally. Oh, it's got all the
I
classic
can't.
like urban legends.
okay.
Did we
Like
finish
what?
with Urban
Them,
Legends or
like-
somebody left?
No,
It's just them
Marissa's
reading,
telling us a
like,
few
stories.
Okay.
I didn't, but I mean, I didn't really look shit up. I mean, I don't know. I didn't, I was like,
That's
I
all
like
good.
Bigfoot. I like the Mothman and shit.
The old
I'm like,
hook
I'm
hand on the
Wow.
door.
The Legend of the Toy Monster, Jason. Take it
Yeah.
away.
Ooh, that's true. Shit. I didn't even think of that.
Fucking-
Oh my god. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to explain that because the funny thing is, we couldn't have been alone.
real.
We were not alone.
If I knew another kid
Never.
that told me about that,
This story is called "Our Parents Are Dicks." All right, take it away.
Jesus.
so oh yeah. So when we were little, we were told put your toys away, or else the toy monster will come and get them.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
the
you're
old
a
toy
kid, so
monster.
you're just like fucking bullshit, Well, I remember specifically a time, I don't know where the fuck we went. But anyway, I left all my Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles and shit out on the table and whatever, didn't care, took off. I don't know how it was handled. I'm guessing it was like, oh, take him down to the car. I'm gonna go grab my wallet, and like they just threw shit in a bag and fucking put it somewhere. So we come home and they're like, oh, your toys are gone. I'm like, what happened to them? The toy monster came and got them because you didn't put them away. And it's just like, what? You know what I mean? You're like, it's total bullshit. No, because that shit happened so often. that I remember in the middle of the night once, like I had to be like fucking 4. You know what I mean? Like I remember getting up in the middle of the night, leaving my room to go to the bathroom. And like it's pitch black all the way down the stairs. And I swore I heard something. And I remember like kind of squatting down and looking down the stairs. And like to the point where like I swore I fucking like saw like a shadow and heard shit. And I immediately run. I pissed like a maniac, and I probably crawled into fucking bed with my parents.
See a fucking monster run
Yeah,
by.
I peed my pants, and I was like, "The toy monster's downstairs."
That was just
But
the
I
Grinch stealing
remember-
Christmas.
I remember talking to like an old friend. I mean, fuck, we were probably in like 5th grade by then, and something brought that up. I think I joked, and then the guy's like, "What?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "The toy
Is it-
monster?"
He
And I was
visited you
like-
too?
Yeah, basically. He's like, "Dude, that happened to me too." And I was like, "Dude, I'm telling you, I swear I saw him."
He
And
stuffed
he'd
my
have his
little brother
story
in the
and shit,
fucking.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was like, "God
Family's
damn,
never been the same.
he stole my toys and he
There is
armed my
also,
brother."
and we still accuse our parents every once in a while. There's one time when we never got our toys back. because the toys would eventually return. But like there was a time when and these are our parents. They threw toys in a bag and then probably thought that bag was trash because wherever they threw that bag, they just threw away.
Oh,
Never got
Never
that
saw it
set of
again,
toys back. And every time we would bring it up, like, nah, you're just thinking things. You're just, no, you got it back. It's like,
you
no,
dumb
you
Toy
kid.
monster?
threw away our
Nah.
toys.
Oh my god.
Dicks.
It's
So-
really
sometimes-
fun.
So can I piggyback
Sometimes-
off that story?
Do it.
So amongst all the like urban legend typey like stories that are going on, like I would kind of put that in the same basket as like the boogeyman kind of thing, because
Mhm.
the boogeyman story kind of relates back to like mid 19th century, and it actually comes off of two separate terms, and it basically explains that it's like kind of a term for like the devil, or if you want to break it down even more so, it's like this old English term for like boogie or bug, which is like
Bogey.
like bogey, which is
Mhm.
basically like a scarecrow,
The
or like
Booger Man.
the booger man, yes. And it relates to a bugbear, which is basically an imaginary bear that eats children, and basically it's just something that parents would tell their kids in order to act appropriately. So like in terms of Jason's story, essentially
Toy Bear.
So we're gonna make
The
a
toy
movie
bear.
called The Bugbear.
The
And,
Bugbear.
make the
yeah.
bugbear.
and it's
The
breaks into
Bugbear.
kids' fucking houses and fucking steals their toys. And if the kids catch them, fucking kills the kids.
But I want it to be
We're
half
gonna
bug,
do what
half
Pooh
bear.
Bear or Winnie the Pooh didn't do. So
When the
it's
kids
halfway-
left their marbles out back then, you know,
yeah.
they'd show up.
You didn't put your old
Every-
stick hoop away, Johnny.
They really sell it in the middle of the night. The parents would devour their children.
And
They had to
randomly,
make it.
its wings are like ladybug wings. So
Ah,
just
You left your jacks out, Johnny.
They came in and just like ladybugs and started taking bites of their children.
Sci-Fi Channel, here we come.
Big Shark
Oh,
too.
so
7
ready.
installments.
It's gonna be great, dude.
Jeez.
Tara Reid's already in. So
Big Shark too?
no, for all of our movies.
Oh
She's
yeah.
not doing shit.
Contracted.
Oh
She's
yeah,
contracted.
she's on. Yeah.
she's for sure gonna be in
She ain't got a
Roosevelt
shit
versus
going on.
Wendigo.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude. For
it's
sure.
gonna be great.
Mhm.
She'll play.
She looks like a Wendigo now, yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Slowly but surely, this podcast is just gonna be all about Wendigo. It's gonna
All
take
about
over.
Tara Reid?
We should
Tara-
just embrace
There
it.
is Joey. He's a certified Wendigo hunter.
The Reed report.
Make our own website to get other people certified too.
That's right.
You can do this, guys.
For $50, you too can be Wendigo certified.
A
Join the
Redigo,
cause.
Join
the
Wendigo.
a Terracabra.
This weekend we're going down to Yellowstone. We're gonna prevent the Wendigo from taking any kids that weekend.
That's what we actually do. We're going to Black Star Canyon to find the Wendigo.
to find
Yeah.
the Wendigo.
Yeah.
We're like,
That would
we're
just
like
be an episode.
guys, we didn't find him, but we'll be back.
Sorry.
So,
The same thing that happens in every Ghost Adventures. Well,
yeah,
you know,
well,
You know,
We got-
sorry.
We got some
We didn't
static
get him.
noises,
yeah.
but
We
we didn't
didn't
see
find
anything in
him.
human form.
We
We'll see you
didn't
guys
find
next
him.
time.
Yeah.
I was
I want to say hi.
sexually assaulted by a ghost.
I'm Zach Baggins, and I beat my crew. See you guys next
But
week.
turn that
You can
EKG
too.
emitter up to 100, you can hear a grizzled sound. That means something, all right?
Let's
That
be
was
honest,
you.
dude. Zach Baggins' biggest threat is dust and mold.
Just then,
Thus then.
yeah.
disembodied
put on his-
growl.
He has to
Look
put
at
on
it go
his like
by.
special fucking mask, and you're like, dude, I hate you even more now.
Yeah.
Put on
See
a
that
fucking
dust might
mask.
just fly by the camera? Supernatural.
Holy shit! What was that?
Did you hear that crack? That was my foot stepping on a twig.
Nick, did you just cough? You're like, oh fuck, dude.
Something
That
just got
radio
my
station
phone
say,
stuck
"Hey."
to my leg.
Marissa, we've now interrupted you from
I
selling.
Sorry.
Zach Baggins ruins everything.
He ruins everything. Damn it, Zach.
But we can't
How
have
does
goes
he make
back to-
everything better? The
Hey, I
best.
tried to go to his haunted museum on my honeymoon. I got outvoted.
I was
Oh,
with you. I
really?
voted
That
with
is
you.
a true story. Joseph, you were with me. You
Wait, what do
said,
you mean you got
"Either way, I'll
outvoted?"
go." Like, I got outvoted.
On your honeymoon?
Yep.
What is it? 1-to-1? How did you get outvoted?
Yeah, I was like, wait.
This
How
was
many
the day
people
that
were
our
there?
friends joined us, and we went to the
Okay.
Mob Museum because I wanted to go. But
Oh,
then they
that's right.
also
Okay,
said, like,
that's right.
here's a couple other things we could do. No, I'm like, all right.
Spooks got to him.
Well, we'll go and we'll do it for this show.
Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Special
It was
film.
it was closed when I tried going one time. So I mean, Zach was just inside being a dick. I don't know.
Just
That goddamn
jerking it on
rocking
all of
chair.
us.
It was too possessed at the time, Ryan.
He was just jerking off while looking at the fucking Annabelle doll.
Yeah.
Listening
Cleaning his
to
glasses.
growls. Yeah.
Have you seen that episode when he brought the Annabelle doll to that fucking museum?
Yeah, I
And he
wanted
acts
to
like-
fucking kill him so bad.
He's trying to
I
like
just
touch
wanted
the
to-
doll's like leg and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are
He
you
was being a
weird?
real-
Bro?
He was being a
What's happening?
motherfucker too. The minute the guy was like, "Yeah, we don't open the fucking glass," and Zach just walks up and starts like knocking on it, I'm like, I hope it murders you right now. I hope
Yeah.
it tells you that it's
French
gonna
kissing
fucking
the
eat
doll.
your brains.
She's like the guy that died in the motorcycle accident after like tipping the glass, supposedly.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Well,
the
yeah.
accident's true. Yeah,
the accident's true. He showed up to the
the accident's true.
He provoked the doll
The-
and then he got
yeah.
in an accident on the way home.
and Lorraine's like museum. They had the Annabelle doll like in its
Yeah.
little protection thing, and he went up there and
Yeah.
tapped the glass like that, and they're like, "Don't do that. It could haunt you." He's like, "Oh fuck this." He
Yeah.
does it again. He
He's
leaves.
like,
gets on his bike, fucking crash.
Hey, you know what?
Guys.
You know what's a good show on Shutter is I know I'm throwing Shutter out there again.
God damn it,
It's
Jason.
cursed-
It's not a
cursed
sponsor. No
film.
more
I
Shutter.
know.
Well,
You mentioned
they'll
Tubi
take
like
it if
5
they
times
want
last
to.
week.
It's
Cursed
true. They wouldn't
film.
take your sponsorship.
Sounds
Shutter
so
for listening.
good.
Mhm, They probably would.
It's
Yeah, it
Alright.
covers.
Ruby Red Squirt is the official drink. Not regular squirt, just
Ruby Red Squirt.
Ruby Red.
For 2 months out of the year, you'll find us.
Red.
Specific.
But no, it's a good show because it talks about like just cursed movies, like a lot of shit that
Okay.
happened on
Yeah.
like sets, things like
That-
I mean
Twilight Zone.
they had
That's
the Crow, and
Twilight
that was
Zone,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's definitely
Twilight
what I want to do
Zone.
because there's so many like cursed
Job.
ones.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a good show.
Exorcist, I think.
The
is on
Wizard of
there.
Oz one
Yeah.
is popping up on my like.
Yeah.
TikTok. That's one.
Even that was pretty good.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
kind of debunked that a little bit though.
Did they really?
Yeah,
They
they
did.
tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got into it
I
until like it kept
still
popping up
believe
on
that
TikTok.
Shadow is the hanging
Yeah.
person. Even though
Oh, the
they
mid-
debunked
the-
it.
yeah.
Everybody does.
I mean, that's an urban legend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically
It is,
speaking,
yeah.
Poltergeist
crazy.
always is gonna be one of the
Poltergeist,
worst.
Poltergeist is definitely one
Yeah,
of the most
on
haunted
there.
films,
Yeah.
but they also did the most stupid shit on that set.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You
And
moved
then,
the headstones, but you didn't move the
Let's
bodies.
use real skeletons. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Stop moving the body.
Well, but and it's funny because they talk about that too, because they're like, yeah, but what do you think's in your science class? What do you think like they've used in these type of
But in
movies?
Yeah,
the science
real
class,
House on Haunted Hill.
What do you think's at Disneyland right now?
Body donated to science.
Disneyland for fucking
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Walt
I
Disney
was gonna
dipped
say,
in wax.
in schools nowadays
Oh,
you do
Walt
see the
Disney's
very
Frozen.
very plastic ones. So like not all of them are like real fucking corpses.
Walt Disney's frozen bodies on
That should have been the
Goofy's kitchen.
conspiracy. Yeah, but the better conspiracy theory. The better conspiracy theory is that they made
Goofy's
Frozen.
kitchen.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Created the movie
True.
Frozen so that when you
Yeah.
type in Walt Disney's
That
Frozen,
won't come up anymore.
the
Yep.
movie comes
Yeah.
up instead of anything
Yep.
about Walt
That's a
Disney's body.
conspiracy theory. That was last. We gotta wait until
Well,
next
that's what I
month.
said. I was like, we should have done
We
that.
should have done that. Somebody should have brought that up.
We're gonna keep
Too
these
late.
going.
I'm gonna go yell
Too
at Gio.
late.
I'm like, of all the things you
Yeah.
could have brought up, you went with lizard people. You son of a bitch.
Like,
I
shit,
was
man.
worried about what Gio was going to bring up. Let's be fair. My
It's gonna be
mind
good
was-
regardless.
Other spots that
Dio. Yeah, Dio.
Dio.
We had Dio back from the grave, and he was on the show.
Dude, I visit
Zach
him all the
Bagans
time.
brought
I'll
him
ask
back.
him. I'll
All
take my Ouija board next time. Just
Got one more story,
Let's
One
hear
more.
it.
And then we have
Let's
two
hear it.
questions, and then we'll end the pod.
I got a couple
and then
questions.
Yeah.
and then this shit's gonna die on me. So
Oh shit!
we got one
Not good.
question.
we
I'll
got one
try
plug
and
it in somewhere.
Do you feel like a rainbow in the dark?
All the time.
And you just killed off Ryan. You happy with yourself?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
done.
way to go, guys.
Let's hear that story.
Yeah,
He starts and it ends.
that's you, Marissa.
Oh, I'm the story. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What
Your best
like,
one.
I'm like,
Like,
what
I have no
story,
idea.
guys?
I know you got 13 of them stories.
Oh
so
god, that would have been funny if
pick,
Craven just cut off right there.
I know.
I know.
No,
I know you got.
He's now the urban legend.
Another
Yeah.
legend.
What
He
do
just
I got?
acts
I know I
out,
got
acts
like,
out the Indian. of the
He's not
Sopranos.
real.
yeah. It's at like
Oh.
10%. I know that for sure.
Oh
Ooh,
Jesus.
that's good.
Well, we might answer the questions if you just die. I mean, you can
Yeah.
hop
Yeah.
on the other computer here.
Or maybe I'll show up somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh.
Shh.
Oh, the plot
Won't
thickens.
tell. All right, tell us that story. Paint us a word
Oh.
picture.
Oh God. Well, mine's more of a classic. I heard it back in like summer camp, which I'm sure all of you have heard. It's the classic Lover's Lane Hookman tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one, so my obsession with urban legends is more based off like truth, because that's
Yeah.
where all urban legends base off of is an actual true story that's just been handed down from a friend of a friend, and it's kind of played like this telephone game, and then it ended up being like a ridiculous man in a bunny suit that attacks people and whatever nonsense
That was
you
true.
want to
That happened.
portray. So the basic story of the hook hand is a couple on Lover's Lane. They're making out right as they're about to go all the way. Essentially, they are interrupted by the radio telling a story about a crazy maniac who's escaped from a mental institution, and he has a hook for her hand. And the girl is terrified. And as soon as she is essentially, begging the guy to take her home, he finally says yes, parks up. He's about to open the door for her, and hanging off the side of the door is a hook. So it's basically an urban legend, but it actually kind of is followed, kind of based on an actual true story. So back in the 1940s, there was a series of murders and actual events that happened in Texarkana. So it's a combination of Arkansas and Texas, and there were a couple different murders and attacks. And it was basically this guy who was coming around and basically murdering teens or lovers on Lover's Lane. And there was a surviving couple, and they described this man, and he basically had a bag over his head, which turned into multiple movies. Basically,
and
yeah, it was
and
like the most known is The Town That
Town
Dreaded
That
Sundown.
Dreaded Sundown, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, like, it's based off a true story, which I always find interesting. So, most of these, true story, or most of these urban legends are based off true stories. So basically, like the babysitter who has the guy upstairs and he's calling her to check the children, based off a babysitter who actually did get murdered back in the 1950s, I think 1960s. So I mean, they all kind of like are, proceed from some real event that happened.
Well,
But
and it's
basically,
a-
like they're
it's
all like
Texarkana.
cautionary tales,
There's nothing else.
essentially. Yeah, they're all cautionary tales. Don't do drugs, don't have sex, don't drink, all the fun stuff.
Don't move to Texarkana.
Yeah, don't move to Texarkana. Don't move to Texas. But I just find it interesting because they're all made into movies or TV shows. The remake of The Town That Dreaded Sundown had such great actors as Gary Cole, Anthony Anderson. So how terrifying. But yeah, there's a lot of I
haven't seen that in a bit.
The original Town That Dreaded Sundown is more like faux documentary type, where they're like, ooh, he's still lurking, kind of thing.
Yeah.
The hook was it the hook hand from I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Similar. But yeah, there's other ones like they go over like same thing. If you go out and see urban legends, like they go cover like other
Multiple
stories,
ones,
like
yeah.
drinking like pop rock or eating pop rocks and drinking soda, killer in the backseat of your car.
Yeah. My cousin's best friend's daughter's sister's boyfriend did that, and he blew up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True story, bro.
It was
True
a
story.
real
That shit
scanner type
happened.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking head explode. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Scanners.
I like
Oh,
Bigfoot.
shit.
I was like, Bigfoot's one of mine, which is also
Yeah.
Bigfoot's
Yeah.
the unknown.
I know, or listen to Rogan talk about Bigfoot. Like he did like a 3-hour pod. On,
Now
like, just
again,
Bigfoot. I'm like,
if you go down that rabbit hole, Bigfoot is loosely affiliated with the Wendigo. So we can bring this full circle.
Sure.
Oh,
Go.
full circle.
mhm.
Teddy
That's what I mean.
Roosevelt came in
I've
contact with the Bigfoot. So I mean,
I need that movie.
just learn the story.
What didn't Teddy Roosevelt do?
Teddy Roosevelt was a badass, all right? The more
Next
I
week,
hear
your
it-
name better be Teddy Roosevelt, or I'm gonna be upset.
Mhm.
Just
I'm
every
gonna
week.
hire somebody just to
It's the
cosplay as
president we
Teddy.
ever had, right?
Yeah.
We need a new form of a dollar bill with him on
Teddy
it.
Roosevelt.
Teddy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's make this
Why don't
happen.
we just have
Make
one
it the
with, like, a Wendigo
$3
on it?
bill.
With the Wendigo.
Yeah, dude. On the back, just like just slicing the dollar open. Oh man. Woo!
Gold.
Oh, jeez.
People would spend it. They
Yeah.
would.
Spend people that still use cash.
So we've already kind of touched on it, so I'm gonna throw one of the Q&As out there right now
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
hit us with it.
because we basically already said it. It basically asked us if our crew / podcast would ever do a ghost adventure together.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're already there.
Oh.
Black
We
Star
got 3
Canyon.
episodes in the can. You don't even know yet. We might have already done it.
I'm not gonna say that we would be kissing ourselves, but yes, we would do that. We would
Oh,
be dumb enough.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Isn't there something with like, I'm not a Ghost Adventures watcher, but like, isn't
Mhm.
there something where if you visit 3 locations, you get like certified or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
We may or may
Three?
not
That-
already be certified.
Oh
Just
man, we
saying.
can get one out of the way.
I mean,
Grandma's
I've
next
not-
week, and
well,
that's
but-
one.
Before, you know.
Yeah. We
Only
may or may
Ryan
not
and
already
one other
be.
person knows if I did that.
I mean, some of us may, but I am not aware.
Will.
You're an ordained ghost minister.
I now pronounce
Marry
you
him off, man.
Mr. and Mrs. Ghost person.
Mr. and Mrs. Boo.
That's Johnny Tsunami certificate. That's the one he signed up for.
Yeah, brother.
That's actually the episode. It's us and Johnny Tsunami on this ghost adventure.
We're doing
You'll
We
be
this.
losing. We
Post
losing
Malone to
some-
Zach
sometime.
Bagans. It says Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah. We would
That's our
get at
episode.
least 1,000 views
To
on
Black
that
Star
one.
Canyon.
we better, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost us money to get Johnny
Nah, that would
Tsunami
be
out.
better. We would get 375 views on one
That's
episode.
right.
If you're not
This is
tagging
worth
Johnny
it.
Tsunami in this podcast, I'm going to be really upset.
That
I'm
should
gonna
start
message
being the
him this
next.
week.
I think we tagged him the first time. didn't
Yeah, we did.
Start tagging him in
Yeah.
every episode.
Well, because the movie had like a whole like it's still kind of trending because there's still like
Yeah.
stickers for it on Instagram.
because
Johnny Tsunami?
Yeah,
Because of us.
because of
Yeah,
That's
that's
right, yeah.
Zach, all right.
No one else is talking about Johnny Tsunami.
again, I said it. We need to get either him or Seal. I am not gonna move off that post. It's either him or Seal at one point. It has to be on this.
We would
podcast.
get Seal
bigger
before.
name right now because he was on Masked Singer. So I mean,
Was he really?
Oh yeah.
A while
yeah.
ago, yeah.
Sorry,
Oh.
spoiler.
Oh,
First
sorry.
of
Oh,
all,
man, spoiler for like
Seal-
7
But
years
as long as
ago.
we're
Sorry.
shooting like our shot,
The amount-
I need
Jeff
you
is
to
stated.
try and get me Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World. If you
Oh.
can get
Yep,
him on
yep,
here,
Mr.
I'm
Matthews.
so
That might be doable.
Mr. Matthews.
is-
Mr.
I mean that or Sean. Either way.
You probably get both.
I
don't
mean,
think
they
they're
do
doing
their own
anything.
I've been a
podcast.
huge fan of their podcast right now. I've been currently listening as much as I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
We could probably get that done. I'm pretty sure they're available.
Well,
Johnny
these
guys
Tsunami,
got
we
freaked
could
out this
get.
morning.
I'll reach out to Corey. We don't need
Yeah.
Corey.
Well, Corey's running for Congress. He's a little busy right now. That's a
Right.
true
I think,
story.
I think we
fuck.
need to get Topanga on the show for Joey.
Topanga.
That's true, but I would just be crushing so hard.
Yeah. We'd have to.
That would
nah,
cause
alright.
marital problems. So sure, let's get
That's the one time you'll get
Dragons.
mad when your thing starts glitching. You start like throwing
Yeah.
it. God damn it, work, motherfucker.
Not this time.
Tonight's the night. Don't ruin
Not in
it.
front
I'm
of
better than this.
I'm busy in here. Get
Just
out.
like,
Oh my
like my name's not Topanga.
It's
Oh,
okay.
it is
We
tonight.
can make it through this.
Shut the screen.
Joseph Q&As for us.
All right, we got to. I'll start with one.
Oh,
What are
fuck.
lies that you believed as a kid that you didn't know until you were an adult were true, or like lies that
Yeah.
Play
were
Monster.
lies that you
I'm
were
not-
told as
Last
a
week,
kid?
found out Santa pissed me off.
I'll do mine. My grandpa used to tell me if I swallowed my gum, it would form into a worm.
I like that it just diverts immediately. Like,
See,
huh?
I heard
It would turn into a
Wait,
giant
wait,
worm and
what?
it come out of my mouth if I kept swallowing. Because I used to just swallow it because I would just be like, I have nowhere to throw it, so just swallow as a kid. And it would be like, it's gonna form a worm. It's gonna come straight back out, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I would stop for a while.
Along the same lines as that, and I don't even know who said it first. I heard if you bit your nails, they turned into worms in your stomach.
Which
is just a stupid.
Wait a minute.
No,
Were you eating your nails?
No,
I
I
was
spit
biting
them
my
out.
nails.
I bite my
Oh
nails
yeah,
like a
but you'd spit them out, right? You wouldn't like eat them.
Depends. I mean, I would
No, he's
chew them.
dipping them in
What
the
do you-
glue and then he's
depends.
I
eating
would
them.
chew them.
Season them,
Oh my God.
throw some salt on it.
In my head, like a nail just going down, just like scraping
like
all the way
cutting,
down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
tearing up your intestines.
You dice it up.
Cuts a heart tube, you're bleeding out. You're like, oh,
Oh, not again.
not again. That nail was sharp.
I got
Goddamn
one that was for
toenails.
like a while. It was like if you eat, you got to eat your crust on your bread. And then they would tell me if you don't, then you won't be able to whistle. And I was like,
why
well,
I
I gotta
can't
be.
whistle?
I have
I was
to
like,
be
I
able
don't know
to
to whistle.
What's the
You guys,
dude, I'm trying to figure that one out.
Why I don't know how to whistle. I never ate my
Yeah.
And then in my head, I was like, well, I can whistle now because I ate my crust.
No, I can't. So this
Can't
might,
either.
this might be a
This
true
is horseshit.
story.
That might be true,
And that's
dude.
the
You're
best
right.
part is like a crust is not a different part of the
took
bread.
me
It's just
forever
other
to learn
bread.
how to whistle. Maybe that's why. I started eating my
yeah.
crust and
This might
shit.
be proven true. Hold on.
Yeah,
That's
deep
some
on.
Now,
horseshit.
now that I'm an
It's
adult,
true.
though, I'm like, why the fuck am I eating this crust? I can just fucking cut it off now.
Whistle now. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, like
I don't need this supplement whistle. I don't need
This
this.
is just me cutting all the crust and
but-
eating the crust, trying to whistle at 30 years
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's some-
whistling was that important.
It is.
I mean,
Well,
you know,
now,
hey.
now it is.
If you
Now.
can't do it, it means so
Ah,
much.
I still want to do that whistle like one of those like dads. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that, like the two.
I want that.
Mm.
Yeah,
The two,
like that.
Yeah.
Like
I
they put
can't
the
do that.
fingers in the
I
mouth.
can't do
like,
that.
"Hey, get your ass over. Hey," and just like, you know what I mean?
Some
One
can
of
do
those.
it, man, where it sounds like a fucking alarm and shit. You're just like, God
And
damn.
I'd be like,
Bro.
oh shit, I gotta get
Yeah.
home. Dinner's ready. Or
Well,
whatever.
Yeah.
Jason, as a dad, I would expect you to do it.
Get your whistle
Nope.
down, bro.
Yeah.
Modesty,
I got
homie.
another
They're
Q&A. Unless, do we have more of what Joseph said?
Oh, I kind of have one if I'm
Go for
allowed
it.
to answer, which is
Yeah.
kind of a riff off somebody's joke, but I totally thought sand, like
Here come the
quicksand,
cops.
was going to be a way bigger
Yeah.
deal.
Quicksand was a way bigger issue in life.
God damn.
The
They are
SWAT
coming.
team just pulls
Well,
up.
see you
Is
guys
that
later.
you? Is that
Whoa.
Joseph?
No, I don't know. I mean,
Get down, get on the
Oh.
fucking ground. Oh shit.
somebody gets
Well, my
Jason
camera's-
gets tackled.
well, my
Who
camera's
told you
off.
about the Who told you about the crust?
Who told you about the Chewbacca?
You know how many phone calls we got from Johnny Tsunami tonight? It ends tonight.
Damn it.
He's scared. He just wants to marry people
Give me
in
your
peace.
crust.
Shit. Brother. Ah.
Hawaii 5-0.
Oh no.
It's a coconut bazooka.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
so
sorry.
where were we at? I know
Sorry.
some fucking cops took me out.
Holy shit. No, what did you what happened with you with the believing of the thing and the stuff?
Oh, that you sound so interested.
Oh, because you were starting to say it and then the fucking police siren went off.
And then the Pono police called.
Oh yeah.
They said you stop being in terrible movies or we'll arrest you.
It was Disney. They're
It was
coming for us.
They know about about the bones. You know too much.
Craven, you're probably like at 5% right now. You should probably get to-
I'm probably at 1. I'm gonna die any second. I can't wait to be like in the
All
middle
right.
of the sentence and I just cut out.
I know.
Paid out.
Say, do you got another one?
Yeah, I got. So this is a deep pull. And I'm glad Marissa's here for it. Team Hillary Duff or Team Lindsay Lohan? Hashtag if you know, you know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you
I
right
don't
now,
know.
I
I'm
don't
Hillary
know.
Duff all the way.
Yeah.
Lindsay can
Yeah.
Oh, hell,
Oh, man.
bag of dicks,
Yeah.
right? And she has.
I'm gonna,
so-
yeah. Well, wait, hold on.
They were all
What-
Wildervalderomas, but still, but like,
It's all about the duff.
What year are we in? Like what
I
year?
will.
is
I
Lindsay
imagine
Lohan?
I am
it's where
any-
this feud
now-
any
started,
year.
which would take us back to early 2000s.
And also, are we being nice to her because she have a baby?
Which
Yeah.
one's having a
Ooh.
baby?
Lindsay.
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, is she?
It's sad.
Yeah,
though.
but Hillary Duff already has 2 kids.
I know, but that's
Oh,
why I
who
didn't know
gives a
she's having
shit?
I don't know. Did this all start
Very much
over
so. Who
Aaron
gives a shit,
Carter?
my friend?
Or am I wrong? I thought their feud started because they were both trying to go after Aaron.
Yes,
There's an actual feud?
Yeah.
After who?
Lizzie or
They were
Hillary
Aaron
didn't
Carter.
get Herbie,
Yeah.
so she was
Oh,
like,
Aaron Carter.
well,
Is that the one
I
that
guess
drowned
they
himself?
I guess they don't have to
That's
compete
one.
anymore.
I want to say that's the other Carter.
I guess
That
they
would be
won.
Nick
I
is
don't
the
know.
one alive. Aaron is
Ooh.
the one.
Not
Nick's the
yeah,
backstreet.
they were
Aaron's
feuding
the
over the
one.
dead Carter. Sorry, that's probably not the way to.
Aaron
phrase
is the
that,
one
but-
that unlived himself.
The
How did you
floaty
put it earlier?
The floaty one? Is that what
The
you just said?
floaty Carter.
Okay, at least I didn't say
Oh.
that.
Took his
The
exit.
non-Backstreet Boy.
The non.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The
There we go.
non-Backstreet.
That's a nice, better PG way to say
The
it.
non-living Backstreet Boy. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he
keep
won.
going, guys.
Team
One.
Hillary Duff. I was a
Okay.
Lizzie guy.
Okay.
I don't know which one I would go with because, like, I'm not a big fan of the How I Met Your
Oh, how
Father.
your father is awful.
I'm just not. I'm not into it. But I am totally into like Cadet Kelly and Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
And I don't know, in terms of like singer, I don't
Cheaper
know.
by the
but,
dozen.
No, that, yeah.
yeah,
which
but like
also-
Mean Girls, man.
That's true.
That's one. That's
We
one.
just made Joseph watch Mean Girls for the first time.
I'm a big fan.
I'm sorry.
I've
Oh,
never
let me
seen
get-
it. I've
Let me get an
never seen
outside perspective, babe. Hillary Duff or Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, she's gonna say Hillary Duff all
She
the
said
way.
Hillary Duff, yeah.
it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
That's
Just
my
'cause
vote.
she's
That has
cleaner?
to be my vote. So
She's
She
cleaner.
was much cleaner.
that's
Yeah.
true.
She didn't go through any dark phase other than what dating who'd she date? Which not rock band. There was like
Which
a pop
drug
punk
addicts is
band.
she?
Who was Hillary with?
Oh, she was one of those dudes from like
Didn't
Good
she
Charlotte.
do like
Yeah,
a
there
good
you go.
Charlotte boy?
Yeah, good Charlotte.
Yeah, she did like a good Charlotte. One of those guys.
one of the twins.
One of whoever. Yeah. Doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
Was it
One of John
Benji?
Is it Benji?
Well,
No,
what
Benji
and
was
what's
with
the other
Nicole
one?
Richie.
Yeah, and the
Oh.
other one is with Cameron Diaz now.
Yeah, now.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, Lindsay
Oh,
Lohan did
Benji.
Kirby and never looked back. It was all downhill from there.
Just kept driving.
It was already fully loaded.
Did you say Kirby?
But I believe
Hey,
Bruce
Are
Campbell had a
you, I
role
was
in
gonna
that.
say, are you shitting on Bruce Campbell right now? So then you know what?
A Bruce Campbell
Lizzie.
classic. Kirby.
Nobody shoots
Hey,
on Bruce
People
Campbell.
never
We're all
forget.
good. Team
Hashtag never
Lindsay.
forget.
That's what her name is.
Nine
Can I just
what?
go-
No.
Can I go
Kirby's
with, like,
fully
The
loaded.
world right now and just go Team Selena.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's,
I
I'm with
think
that.
all
The
of us would
segue.
agree on that one. We
all
are
know
pro
it.
Selena Gomez.
We all know Bieber
Get her on the
fumbled.
podcast. Yeah,
All
get her on the
accepted it.
podcast.
Even though
Please.
she's dating Zayn allegedly.
Oh.
Yeah, downgrade. Downgrade.
Billy Zane?
That'll end the
Billy
same
Zane,
way.
dare you? Billy Zane's a national treasure.
Yeah, he
That'll
is.
end
Oh,
the
we
same
love
way
Billy
that
Zane.
Jonathan
So
Majors
lucky
thing
it's
happened.
If she's into
Oh, no.
bald dudes, you know.
Tag Billy Zane and just be like, hey, come on the podcast.
Like,
He
Quincy
would.
talked
He
about
loves us.
He
Titanic.
would. He's so
I feel
nice.
like we could get Billy Zane on the podcast.
Uncle Billy will come on.
See now, but I
easy.
want to get all of them just for one podcast.
Just
one
all
episode.
Hey, you know what?
Celebrity
You brought up-
squares, just have them all just around each other.
Oh my
You
god.
brought
Just
up,
let me know when you post it. I'll tag him. We'll get him on. It'll be great.
You brought something up before about like Jada Pickett, whatever the fuck. Jada, yeah, that bit.
Yeah.
Jada
Neil
Pitt,
Smith.
Jada Pickett, yeah. If she had like what one good movie or something,
Yeah.
and you said like Scream 2, you know what? Demon Knight.
Oh.
Was she in
yeah.
Demon Knight?
Ah,
Yes, she
Demon
was.
Knight's great.
Speaking of Billy
Yeah.
Zane, right?
'Cause Billy Zane was
Billy
fucking
Zane.
Yeah.
awesome in that movie. Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Let's get Billy.
Let's
Yeah.
get Billy.
All right, Billy's
It's
on the
all,
list.
It's all good, Billy.
Here,
Billy
this just
Zane.
be the clip right here. Everyone shout out Billy Zane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll put a Billy.
Billy-
I'll go
Enjoy
Hatland for that podcast.
We're
I'll be
gonna
like, I'm
love
here
doing
for you.
Phantom, yo.
we'll get episode 10, all of them. I'm just
Yeah,
Billy
I'm
Zane,
gonna go buy
you were
a
the
fucking
bomb.
phantom ring.
we have one more question. Then we
I
can end
had
this.
one.
It's more wrestling themed with WrestleMania being this weekend. It's a very specific one, but it has to do with stuff we talk about. What
All right.
celebrity has had the best performance during WrestleMania?
Oh, you're asking me to remember which celebrities.
I'm just gonna go with Bad
Yeah.
Bunny because that's the most recent one I can remember, and I thought Bad Bunny did pretty good
Like
job.
all that stands out in my mind is Kid Rock, and I don't.
Johnny
like him, so.
Knoxville.
Oh, what was this?
Johnny Knoxville had the best match in celebrity history of Mania. I'll give you that.
Celebs.
Because Ozzy didn't perform right; he just walked out the Bulldogs to the ring.
And just went, oh, fucking burrito.
We have to remember though.
Yeah, but I feel like he probably performed, but maybe I'm just confusing it with Motorhead.
Right, he's performed on SmackDown.
We also need to remember that Snooki has a pinfall victory at WrestleMania.
No, thank you.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, she has a pinfall
Never
victory.
Yeah,
forget.
she did a bunch of backflips.
No.
Wait,
what-
John Morrison
She
as
did
her
like
tag
50
partner.
backflips in a row.
Oh my god. Was the question best or worst?
Best
Could be-
performance.
Yeah. Or if you want to throw the
Best
worst one out there
celebrity
too.
performance?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know.
I mean,
That's what I
Pete
mean.
Rose
like,
had some solid ones with Kane.
Liberace.
in the, true.
Top
my vote.
that.
Because I mean, I'm trying to think, like, even when they had all the celebrity hosts and shit. But
No.
I mean, is this WrestleMania? I zoned out a little.
This is
Yeah, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. He's basically asking
Oh, best
performer wise if they have
I don't
performed
know.
at Mania. Yeah.
I'm just saying, my pick's Bad Bunny. I thought he did a decent job. I refuse to give the Paul brothers any.
Well, I mean,
Any credit,
realistically,
fuck 'em.
if you look on the impact they had, then you have to go to Rock and Wrestling and go to what's the girl's name? Now that I said that,
Yeah, that one.
Boo.
Jason, who did 80s?
Who did what?
Who
80s.
did what's her face? Just play on Young Rock.
Cindy
Literally,
Lauper.
Cindy Lauper.
Oh,
Cindy Lauper, in terms of music and wrestling, did more to open the gates
Yeah,
for any
yeah.
performer in wrestling.
That's true. Like
So I'll
nothing
give Cindy
can
Lauper
really.
the ultimate credit.
Yeah, nothing can top her there. You
Yeah.
know.
Because
That's
before
really
her,
random.
no one gave a shit. So suddenly you got this pop
Yeah.
star. So I'll give her the credit.
not even Pam Anderson coming out with Kevin Nash.
No one cared.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas coming out with Shawn
Mhm.
Michaels.
No, he was just there, wasn't he? He was just in the audience as one of the famous
Like, why am
fans.
I here?
Because he was checking out Jenny McCarthy and Pam Anderson. That's why he was there.
That's true.
Oh, did he still
No,
work
there
with
was
Pam
underrated
Anderson then? Probably
Probably.
not. She was off of that show then, but
uh,
I mean, they would have known each other.
He was accusing Tim at that point. I don't know.
That's right.
Full time.
JTT wanted no part of that shit.
That's right.
Like,
He
I'm a
got out of
classy
there,
man. I'm a classy guy, Pam. Don't worry about me.
Where was that name drop when we were asking for celebrities to have a revival? Did anyone
Ooh,
say something?
JTT. That's
I don't know.
true. We should have
Because
thrown
Jonathan
JTT.
Because
Taylor
we asked him.
Thomas.
We asked him, and he's like, "I don't need one. I don't want one. Leave me alone."
Yeah. Can we
I
get him on
had
the
my
podcast?
day.
Very easily get him and
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
Bud Bundy.
Ooh, that'd be amazing.
Team up. Yeah, that'd be great.
We're gonna have to make a list.
David Faustino. There.
They're all
Oh, hell yeah.
I called him already. They're on their way.
Yeah.
I'll do it just for like some McDonald's.
Got him on
man,
speed
like,
dial.
Yeah, they're good guys. I know 'em.
Yeah.
That's how we should end the pod. All right.
No, hold on.
What?
Can't end it like that. We gotta say, hey, if you made it this far,
Oh
please
yeah, I keep forgetting. that.
subscribe.
Goddamn.
It's free to it's free to you. It means everything to us. If you're catching us and this is the first episode you've seen, go back and watch the first 8 that you haven't seen.
Yeah, we're also on Instagram. We got
Focus.
reels and all
Yeah.
that stuff. You can check us out on there. We're also going to be on Spotify by episode 10.
Heyo.
We will have all the episodes on Spotify. So if you don't want your YouTube
That was
running in the
about right.
background the
10
whole time,
episodes in.
killing your battery, you can just listen to us on Spotify. We will be on there. Links will be all in the description if I can figure it out because it won't let me post links now. That's a new thing on YouTube because YouTube's great. But we will figure. Yeah, I know we will figure that out pretty soon. But we will be on Spotify, All that information will be in the description. Comment down below. Ask us questions in the comments. We will answer in the following episode. As always, follow us on social media, Instagram. I think it's just Main Street Mayhem Pod or it's podcast. I forget which one it is. I forgot what they allow me to like put on there. It's one of those. Our podcast.
I don't like fans.
Go check us out on there.
Where do you
Follow
want
us
our
on-
first Ghost Hunters visit to be? Let us know below.
It's gonna be
And
at a
tag Billy
random.
Zane.
And
Billy
Billy
Zane,
Zane will
yeah.
be there.
Anything
Tag
you
Billy
want
Zane.
to anything you want to plug real quick, Marissa?
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah, the spotlight's on you. Plug it right now. Follow you. That's your @ right?
Oh, that's my @
That's
but
your ad.
That's me. That's my real person.
You can follow me there.
I'm real.
Yeah.
If you want to know more urban legend stuff, just come at me.
Boom. The floodgates are open now.
Oh, bring it.
Maybe don't do that.
I know. I'm like, oh, do you really
Yeah,
want
maybe-
that?
maybe not.
Don't be one random guy. That
She's
was
now
just like-
changing
Oh, no.
her name.
Oh no, please! Like if you, I know you guys talked about it last week, but Vanderpump Rules drama, bring it. Just
Dude, why?
floodgates.
Yeah, why was I not involved in that? I would have loved to fucking chime
you
in.
didn't
Oh, I'm
show
so
up,
in.
dude. You're
I'm
supposed to
so
be-
in it.
You're
I'm
Fuck
supposed to
so in
be
it.
Sandoval, man. Sandoval. Oh, dude. Nah, I'm done with that guy.
Scandal.
Both Toms.
Word.
Both Toms. We're
That's why
not. We're not in it.
I can't rock the stash no more just on its own. Sandoval
ruined
it. Old
did.
Sandy
Tarnished.
fucked my shit up, dude. Yeah.
It's fine.
Fucking-
Team Schwartz all the way.
No, not even Schwartz.
Once again, it was number 2.
He's the better.
on
He's the better
TV
Tom.
last night. I'm like, God damn, dude, that shit
Oh
was
yeah, we
killing
watched it.
Number
Mhm.
2, man.
Right.
Like,
I'll
God.
need spark notes on that because I don't have that
Oh.
shit. So
We got you.
I gotta
I'm team,
find
I'm
out.
team Ken.
Yeah,
Damn,
we got you at
Spark,
Mania.
That's we'll split screen.
Vegan,
All right.
dude.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you
Anyway.
guys next week for episode 10. Maybe we'll have a surprise, maybe we won't. I'm not gonna say anything yet, but
Oh,
tune in for
Who's
episode
that?
10.
Next week.
Pinky.
Yes.